What's Interpol?
What's Interpol?
Yeah.
International Police.
Oh. We'll do a disclaimer. Everything we say in this podcast is just made up, just for entertainment purposes.
It's not me. That's right. It's not me.
It's just for entertainment purposes.
You don't know what an Interpol is?
No.
Like if... Oh.
Interpol.
Interpol is like, for example, they operate above boundaries, territories and so forth, countries, where it's like if they're after a certain criminal, like the Jackal, the terrorist, the Jackal, they send out information to all the...
It's like a global organisation.
And catch them, and catch people.
I'll get you to bring the microphone closer, Johnny. Just,
Yep.
When I go to edit, it's easier to edit. And
is that close enough or too close?
No, that's all good.
Don't you have something to protect from the spit?
Nah, that's this here.
This'll do it? This'll do it?
Yeah, because you could take it off and it'll be like...
Wash it.
What? Yeah.
Cool.
Can wash it. All right, so, Johnny, this is the GMD Think Alike podcast. This is where I basically sit down with people. We talk about travel and life in general.
Cool.
And basically just, really capture the moments. So 10, 20, many more decades in the future, we could look back and it'll be very valuable information for people that want to see it.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
That didn't work.
It didn't work. So, Johnny, what's your full name, if you don't mind?
Sure. John Tashanides.
Oh, yeah? Do you have a middle name?
Nah, Greeks don't have that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Greek.
Yeah, that's your background, yeah?
Greek descent.
And
you're supposed to look in the camera? Or am I supposed to talk to you?
Me and you.
You, cool.
The camera will just capture the moment, yeah?
Gotcha.
It's just me and you just hanging out.
Sweet. You got the money?
As
going?
we always... Yeah. The 20 grand, yeah? It's in my pocket.
That's it.
So were you born here, Johnny?
I was. Melbourne. In the city.
Like around Collingwood?
Then I moved to, obviously after you come out of the hospital, you go to Collingwood.
Yeah.
And you get raised in Collingwood. I got raised in Collingwood. Do not do it.
Yeah. Do not go. It's different now, though.
It's probably different now. You need to have money, but some places are still the same as they used to be.
Yeah. Especially if you're familiar.
I can say anything I like about the place because I was born and raised there.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like around Collingwood, did you feel like there was very strong rivalry?
Everywhere. The rivalry.
Or was it just everyone against Collingwood?
Because
that's what it feels like, with AFL and stuff like that.
No. Well, that's different. In Collingwood, there's a lot of drug addicts, violence, aggression, you name it, murders, killings,
all the bad stuff.
Violence in every way, shape, form that you want.
Was it predominantly Greek area or was it mixed?
It's all mixed.
It's all mixed. Back then, though?
It was all mixed then. Now I don't know what's happening now. I haven't been there for a long time. We still have property down there. No. I don't go there. No, but it was
all mixed back then, so...
It's mixed then. It was mixed then. It had Vietnamese, had Turks, Greeks, not so many Italians, hardly any Italians, Yugoslavs, Australians, Aborigines, everyone, everyone's in there and everyone's angry. Everyone's angry.
So what was school like around there? Did you go to school there?
Yeah.
In the area?
Yeah. Collingwood High School?
Yep.
It was horrible.
I can imagine now.
So it was like, how do you put this? Even the atmosphere in school was aggressive. Even the atmosphere in school was anger and
that was the sentiment around
and groups against other groups and that sort of thing, and
this is back in the days
80s, back in the 80s.
So back then,
54 now,
people not so sensitive as well,
as they are now.
You know what I mean.
As now, yeah, there were.
So back then, it was
old school,
smoking in the classrooms, and
Oh no. In parts of the school, like we were in, I think. One section A, section B and C. If they knew what a book looks like, we got to take a photo. They just hung around. The teachers did nothing. It's like these kids don't know how to speak, how to read and write proper yet.
Yeah, no educational support either. Eh?
That's right. But on our section, normal school.
Yep.
Assignments, blah, 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 But then you go right down next to the corridor. It's like, you guys just hanging around. You're not even at the desk. There are no desks. They're against the wall or something, or you're just sitting on top of them.
Almost like outcast,
Yeah. It's like, thank God they
Seen
didn't
that
send me
at a
there.
few schools, yeah.
I'll be, who knows where I'd end up. Yeah, so that wasn't nice either, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like now. It's been, you know, it's not. I left when I was 16, so long time. Let's hope it's better for these people.
Do you feel like you were like a good kid back then, or were you kind of mixed? Dabble.
Mixed. I was someone you didn't want to mess with.
Yeah.
When you got up when you were young, you were easy to push around. As you got older, you can push back.
Yeah.
You know,
and you learned that.
And I learned I can push you back real hard.
Yeah.
And you're all going, fuck. Excuse me. Excuse the language. Like, yeah, I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a point where they say, if you do mess with him, you don't know what he's going to do to you. And I
So
say,
don't bother.
don't bother me. Leave me alone.
That's right.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather make a joke with you or have a laugh with you than mess with you. Yeah, so it was not nice. When I got out of there, it was like a blessing. It's like, oh, sorry, thank God. You know, it's like don't go back. Nothing a nuclear bomb wouldn't just clean the place out. Just,
That's a bit too extreme, man.
That's in my mind. It's like you scumbags. You know, I was one of them.
And obviously, you came from there, so you know. That's the area you were kind of born and raised in.
That's it. I was born and raised.
You know,
I was 16. Yeah. So you know, the die is set. Right. I went to Templestar High School after that in Doncaster. If you know that area, lovely
familiar.
kids, and I was like, I'm looking at them thinking, oh, pussies. Yeah. Hey, those pussies, aren't you? Yeah. When I came from there to this, like, oh, you know, you go to a rough area and you go, and all these
contrast. Yeah.
Exactly.
Contrast.
But
you
I
just.
But
conditioned to a way that it becomes normal, you know.
Yeah.
People test you and you're physical.
Yeah.
It becomes normal. Then you go to another school, and it's not that. Yeah.
You would have had experience in New Zealand, the same sort of thing.
Yeah, I can relate. Yeah.
You can relate to that.
Very similar. It was like I grew up in a rough area.
See,
and then my parents sent me over to the other side of the city, a place called there's a school called Edgewater. And straight away, same thing. It was like the contrast. You know? Yeah. Everyone looked at people like myself and where we come from, like straight away, and judged them as like, oh, you know, don't mess with them. And I wasn't a violent person, but you know, you can see it and feel it. You know, that people kind of feared us from the other side.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Same here, me too. I was end of the year 12 or something. You know, mess with me. You know, because I'm the toughest in the schools. Like, I will hurt you. You know, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah,
because that's not really my character. You know, so it's like then you.
But at the same time, you're growing, you're learning. You know,
yeah,
you're learning the lessons,
learning good lessons and bad lessons. That's what you know.
and so like siblings. Do you have a younger brother? Did you say?
Yes, I have a younger brother and younger sister. He's 3 years younger than me. My sister's 8 years younger than me. No. She's a social worker and he's a manager.
Oh, yeah.
At a wholesale business. He's been there for 30 years or something. I'm not sure, 25, 30 years. Does well, you know.
Oh, that's his journey, you know.
Yeah. But we look the same.
Really?
We looked pretty much the same. We talked the same. If you heard us on the phone, you're thinking, Johnny, you just...
Well, you're brothers, you know?
Yeah, you got the same voice. Yes, we do. We have the same voice.
Got the same chemical makeup.
Yeah, only he's lanky.
But different experiences in life.
Yeah, he's a very different experience. Very different. Yeah, so my family treated him differently. Yeah.
You get that.
You get that, don't you? You got that? Did you get that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, but differently how, you know?
With you, did they try and get you to walk on water? Was that it?
So my older sister, she's 8 years older than me. And my younger brother, inside you met, he's 8 years younger than me. So it's a different dynamic, you know?
Oh, Christ, there's some big differences. There's 16 years.
With the older son, I kind of feel like almost like a leadership role, you know?
With whom?
Like being the older son.
Oh, the older son.
Yeah, and because there's an 8-year gap between myself and my sister and myself and my younger brother, it feels like, I don't know if it's a natural thing, but I stepped into our family more like as a leadership role, you know?
Really?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Probably that's not how my parents feel. I don't know. But
we have different perceptions.
yeah.
You know.
But that's my thing.
You perceive your role as that.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. I mean, I'm the oldest as well, right? But I was the one who was perceived as a protector.
You naturally feel like a protector.
Yeah, because I'm a protector, and they think if they're shit, they how's the swearing here? If they crap at the fan,
You can swear.
if they shit at the fan, they'll be going, John. But after that, your role's over now. Shut up. You know, keep your mouth shut. So, you know, I'm needed when I'm needed, and then when I'm not, you know, we'll just shuffle you under the bed, or someone's like, shh, he's not there.
Almost like that family expectation. You just expect it because you're part of the family, you know?
Yeah.
It must be like that, yeah?
And then when they don't need you, or they have no use for you, they just ignore you.
Yeah.
Which is like, thank you. So it's not a functional family.
Yeah.
It's not a very good functional family. On the outside, it's freaking God. They're gods.
Yeah.
You know,
That's like most families. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But in my family, the Greek community, my family were very, very well respected.
Yeah.
My father was like a god to them. Yeah, but behind closed
Like
doors.
religiously?
No. Just as a hardworking man, intelligent man.
Okay.
Would help the people
in the community, yeah.
Yeah, extremely. Wealthy. Yeah, he was wealthy. He built himself up to heights. You know, so a well man respected.
Yeah.
But in the background,
To family or to everyone?
everybody except the family, except for when you. Put it this way, I was in the same room, house as him, but he wouldn't speak to me. You see, this is going to go. Well, my brother will never hear it. My family will never hear it.
Hardly anyone. I don't publicise it.
Yeah,
It's just
nobody's going to. You wouldn't like put it this way. I worked for him in the brewery. I was under him. If we were caught together in the same room together, you know, because he's the boss and I'm the trades assistant for him. If we were caught in the same room together, he'd open up the newspaper and read, or have a coffee. He would never speak to me.
Yeah. Do you think it was like something that triggered it? Maybe?
I don't know. Ray. I never asked him.
Maybe it's just his character.
There's his character. But then when I hear one from my brother and sister, he would yap with them for hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and when he's dying because he's got cancer at the time, I said, Dad, look, you know, you're sick. You know, I'd like to spend some time with you. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, and I got it by mistake. I got in his way of his TV, and he goes, get out of the way.
So even on his deathbed,
he's like going,
he's still
fuck off.
Not
with me. With brother and sister, just
yeah.
With me, it's like, you monkey, out of the way. And it's like, I won't forget that for Dad. Thank you.
Oh wow, that's his loss, you know.
That's his loss. But fuck him.
Yeah. Sorry, Johnny. I hope you don't mind, but I'll probably like a lot of these episodes I'll put on like my YouTube channel.
Hey, what?
So I just want to say like,
I thought you said.
No, I put it out there, but I don't put it, you know, like on my Facebook. I don't put it out there.
I didn't tell you my PIN number.
Yeah. So
seriously, really?
But if there's some things that you want me to edit, let me know.
Not really. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
You know, families are like that. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, they say you pick.
Like that.
They say that you don't pick your family. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You pick spiritual. I'm hearing you do. You pick your family because you'll get some lessons out of it. You know, you'll experience certain lessons out of it. They say, whether it's true or not.
True. I believe
know.
that.
Yeah, see, because I've heard from reincarnation. My father and I have been together in different roles together. You know, in different lifetimes, and my mum and my brother and sister. So,
but we're all connected. So yeah, that's true.
That's
in a
what
way,
I hear.
You know?
You can't prove it. You know,
it's all theories.
You could say, you know, fairies live with among us. Yeah. You can say anything you want.
Yeah, in theory. I always think about it like infinite possibilities. You know.
Yeah.
So you and I friends, you and I partners. Like, there's just infinite amount of possibilities in these parallel universes.
Oh,
you know?
Crossed you.
So we're all connected in a way. Like you and I are kind of like the same person is the way I look at it, you know?
In terms of
like connection.
Soul-wise? Because we're all souls. They're all the same connected. I'm connected.
Yeah.
I heard just recently, what was I
Can't prove it. I'm just thinking out loud, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Just thinking out loud.
Or put it this way. Let me put it this way. I did channeling.
What's that?
Do you know what channeling is? Okay. The person goes into a trance, right? Just goes into a trance. And I did the course on it, doing it too, because I've seen it so many times.
You need to know the techniques, yeah.
So I was the worst in the class, the worst. So we did 2 weekends, and we all took turns. We sat in half a circle. Everyone was on the carpet, and there's the teacher down the other side, and you're in the middle, and everyone takes their turns. Now, what you do is you become like a channel, a telephone, right? You just position yourself into a state of meditation, and then a spirit, whoever wants to talk through you, uses you like a telephone, takes over your body. It's if you want to see it, it's in Shirley MacLaine's Out on a Limb movie.
Yep.
All right, the guy channels 2 or 3 entities through him. Okay, so the first time, now people go to me, it's not real, but when I first experienced it, the teacher, the woman who was doing the door for me, she said, bring your own blank cassette tape. This was years ago, I was 26.
Yeah, to record it.
Yeah, so she's putting on a microphone on her ear, on her
like
collar.
A lapel mic.
Lapel collar, yeah, that's right, lapel mic. And she's crouching down because there's the little table, there's the little ghetto blasters that she puts my tape in. And I'm standing above her like all nervous, like, what do we do? And all of a sudden I go, wait a minute, because I'm all nervous and tired, I haven't slept. Then I feel above me, she's like, what above me? I go, there's nothing above me, but it's like, hey, I can feel a ball of energy here. She goes, yeah, he's here. It's like, he's here. I can feel the entities in the room already.
He's here.
And he was like, all of a sudden, I'm getting energized. I don't feel tired anymore. Hey, thank you. You know? Yeah. And then an hour and a half later, after I left, boom, I hit the ground again. You know, because I was so tired. I hadn't slept for a while.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Because I was tired. Because I was nervous. I was nervous. I was like, what's going to happen? I don't know. So I didn't sleep much. So I'm all tired. It's like, I want to go to sleep. It's like, I paid for the session. Come on. So he gave me energy so for 2 hours he was talking to me because Nadine gets into the chair. She goes in the chair, relaxes. And then she starts talking keys to his name is Key. And he's talking. He tells me what I was in other lifetimes. Through her?
Yeah.
As an entity. And she did a course to teach you to do that. Like I said, I was the worst in the class. Everyone was like, ready to go. All of a sudden, like someone channels an energy talker that is conscious. Someone's channeling a friend of theirs, and it's like me. It's like, I can't do it. And then the teacher goes into a trance, so Key can go through her again, and he's going, "Come on, John, you can do this." Like, I can't do it. And she even went into a channel again just to get me to talk.
Yep.
I did once, but it wasn't nice. There was a woman who was murdered. She goes, I want you to find my murderer. It's like, no, I just got married. I'm not going to chasing a murderer. You know, and she's telling me how she got killed.
So you did have that initial experience.
I did have the experience. So you know it's true. You go, well, now I know. The only way to prove it to yourself is to do it yourself. You know?
Okay. To allow the channeling.
The channel to go through me. I didn't do a good job of it. Like I said, I was the worst. I was the worst in class. It was embarrassing. But because I'm so wound up, I was so wound up. I always was. I'm always ready to fight. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I was like that once, not now. But
even the idea of it too. Maybe there was something in you was like you're not really willing to open up because you don't know what's going to happen.
That's true, right?
You don't might know. Let something in and it might stay. You know.
Yeah, you don't
You're
know.
Going to have some resistance.
Exactly.
There, you know.
You got to be careful who you.
Yeah. So subconsciously, you're probably not ready to. You know.
No, you're
be yourself.
Well, because normally I'm like this. I'm all on guard, and all of a sudden someone's going to go inside
your mental
and mental spirit and everything start talking through you.
Yeah,
you don't know.
You want that? In a way, need a really good reason.
And I'm like, why don't I do the course? I'm so nervous. You know, I didn't know I was going to be that nervous. That's why. You see, I thought this is going to be great. You know, because you can get answers too. You got a question. The all-knowing can tell you. You know, that sort of thing. There's books on it and all sorts of things. I've got books on it and everything. You know, but I just haven't read them again. Too busy.
But that was your intention, seeking.
Yeah, to seek answers.
Because obviously you got a lot of questions. You know.
Yeah, I want. What's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of life? Do we have?
Or even like reasons. You know, certain reasons for.
Do we live again? Blah blah blah. All sorts of stuff. And that'll tell you. But you know, I hit a wall, and that was it. I couldn't answer. I couldn't get answers. I couldn't speak. You know. Anyway.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, what do you? Go on.
Keep going.
I feel like
this is good
before in the police.
Just make sure
in the police station. What's your name?
State your name.
State your name.
State your
Did you
sexual orientation.
That's too personal.
Yeah, that's right.
Heterosexual. Just kidding.
Free. You're free to do whatever you want.
I'm only joking.
Yeah.
Whatever rings your bell. Who cares?
Yeah.
Go on.
But yeah, this is just.
You asked about questions. You asked about travel.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. Just share what you feel confident, you know?
Do we have a certain time?
Sometimes we sit down for like 3 hours talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
3 hours plus.
Wow.
Or half an hour with my grandma. I got her in there. We had a good chat.
What did she say? What was it?
Oh, she told us pretty much her life story, you know? A lot of things that the family didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, and our family's gone through quite a bit too, you know.
How old is your grandmother?
She's 93 now.
93?
Yeah, so
she's
all
all there.
93 stories, you know.
There's no
but
dementia.
she's got a little bit of dementia, yeah.
She does. That's starting to now.
Yeah, there's evidence of it, you know. She's
Evidence
a bit
of it.
forgetful and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's why I thought she'd better get her in here to, you know, while she's still relatively, you know.
Yeah, we can still talk and remember and
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, because I was a personal carer, nursing
Were
homes. You? Yeah.
For how long?
Oh, about a year or two.
Oh, yeah.
I got a
that's
degree.
quite
I got a certificate and TAFE course, and I'm good at wiping bums and
Yeah, well, that's you got to do it. Yeah,
yeah,
it's part of the job.
And wash the dead people, and you know that's an experience. You know,
What kind of? Tell us about it.
oh,
Only
well,
what you're comfortable. The
well,
whole thing is
put it
about
this way.
share your story,
Yeah.
but what you're comfortable with.
Okay, well, you know, in nursing homes.
Yeah.
Well, for example, when people die of sleep,
Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah.
you got the 3 o'clock.
Were there a lot,
Of
or was it
course
like
there
a
are.
few?
Of course there are. There was, for example, if you're doing the night shift, you have a torch,
Jeez.
right? And you walk along 3 o'clock in the morning and you do the death check.
Wow.
And you go, breathing. Oh, not breathing. Time to go. Get them ready. You see? So you
Jeez.
quietly get them out of there because you don't want people to get upset because if there's different people in the room,
Obviously, yeah.
the
You got
person's
people
just
with,
passed.
Yeah.
'Cause
Could
they
be
died.
their best mate in there, or you know.
Well, they just don't want to be reminded they're going to die soon.
Yep. That's
You know,
another one.
God's waiting room. Mm-hmm. You see?
Confronting death.
Yeah, that's right. See, so you get the body ready. You put, like one of the bodies when I washed, we put a adult nappy on them.
Oh,
For
just in
adults.
case. Yeah.
Oh, no, just in case, because when you die, everything just relaxes.
Relaxes and comes.
You're not
out.
holding anything anymore. You urinate,
Yeah.
you defecate. You know, it's a nice smell. So you get that ready. And one thing about them when you wash them, for example, no complaints. No, the water's too cold. Shut up. Shut up.
Boiling hot water.
It's still too hot. No, it's hot. Shut up.
Might wake them up. And, oh, fuck.
There was one, right? I was in the hospital. I was working in the hospital.
Shouldn't laugh. That's not funny.
No, it's part of life. It's part of life.
Jokes. Jokes.
No, it's part of life. You know, there are times when, like, you got to know someone, right? Because I worked in the hospital,
Yeah.
right? And Sandringham Hospital is a PSA as well, PCA, but as PSA, Personal Services Assistant, which is the orderlies and so forth, right?
All right.
Yeah. So you'll go. They'll go, John, go get Fred. Okay. What do you want to do with him? You grab a wheelchair, will you? Okay, yeah. So he can obviously walk, sit down like that. No gurney, no table with wheels. You know. You
Oh,
know,
okay. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you can jump on, Fred. You know, because
In a wheelchair.
yeah, in
thing?
a wheelchair. You get there and there's Fred reading the Sun, Herald Sun. It's like, "G'day, Fred. I'm your host this evening."
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like so, he'll jump on, right, and he'll go, "Okay, all right. The ultrasound office is down 2 doors that way, but because the hospital was in a circle, I go, we're going the long way, Fred. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of a tour. We're going to go past the nurses' showers. We'll see if there's anyone in there, right?
Is this because you didn't want him to know where you guys were going? Or?
Oh no, he was getting ultrasound.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
so
I was
was
getting-
legit.
I was making him laugh. You know. I
Oh,
was
okay.
joking.
Yeah.
I was making him have a laugh. So,
Oh, going the long way, have
Yeah.
a little
yeah, just muck around.
the scenic route.
The scenic route. We're having the scenic
Yeah,
route,
yeah.
Fred. And he goes, "Thank you, John." Thinking, "No, you're welcome." And he's got cancer. I didn't know he's got cancer.
Yeah.
Right. Then, and I'll crack jokes with him. The next day, they'll tell me, "John, pick up Fred again, would you please?" Sorry, pick up Fred again. What do you want? He's going to the X-ray. Okay, no worries. Wheelchair
thing,
again. G'day, Fred. It's me again. How you going?
Yeah.
Come in. Jump on. This time we're going to go. Where would you like to go, Fred? You know, that sort of thing. So you have a laugh with him. You're making them have a bit of a laugh, right? And the next day they go, John, go get the black trolley. oh, okay.
Then you know what that means.
That means dead. So I
dead
go,
person.
who for? Fred. What are you talking about, Fred? I got to know him. What are you talking? No, he's dead.
Yeah.
What? So you get there and there's a gurney, trolley, and there's this little black covering. You can't see the body because you're going to be going past people, families, everybody. Yep. You don't want people to know what's going on, right? You're not supposed to. So you put Fred on, you get there and there's Fred, he's all wrapped up in a shroud, white shroud. You know, you're picking up his body. So you pick up his body, lifted it up and put him on the gurney. And then you put the black thing over him, and then you roll past people. It's like, good morning, but they don't know underneath.
And at the same time, you're processing too. You
body.
know, like, gee, I was just walking him around, had a good laugh. Sad.
Yeah, I was cracking jokes with him. He was laughing at my jokes. Anyone who laughs at my jokes is a fantastic person.
Yeah. you got a lot of good jokes.
I do, don't I?
Yeah, you got to tell some a bit later.
All right. No, I'll tell him when you want. So he's then you got to take him to the fridge. You got to put his body onto the slab, slide it in, and put him in the fridge, right, nice and crispy. You're nice and fresh. Okay. So the funeral directors come and pick him up. Right. There was one day where it's underneath the hospital at the time where I was working. I mean, so they go washing a dead.
Do you have to wash them? Yeah, you have to wash.
Those in the nursing homes you do.
Oh, okay.
In the nursing home we do. When I was working in nursing homes, you prepare the body.
Yep.
In the
hospital,
not really.
Just put them in the
freezer, right? You'll have a little. Just that day, there was a little stillborn.
Oh yeah,
right, stillborn. So he's in the next room. Here's the room in the morgue, and we're outside just cleaning a carpet cleaner with all blood because you're picking up the carpet cleaner. Stillborn. From just cleaning blood around the place.
Like in what room?
In many rooms sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
John, there's been blood. Someone's just dropped a. Maybe they were giving a transfusion and the bag split. Who knows?
Yep.
Or the sort of thing. So you go, then you're cleaning out the machine. Me and the other porter were cleaning the machine. All suddenly we hear a little baby crying. You're looking at each other like, what the effing hell?
Like in the morgue area?
Yeah, it's behind us. And we go, hey Tony, was that baby dead or not? Well, are you sure? Like, I said, yeah, and he's crying. Oh, sure, you sure? Because it sounded like us, just beside us, behind us, in the morgue. Is anyone sure that the baby is dead? We put in the fridge. Then we realised just beside us is a little vent.
Oh, okay.
Up to the waiting room.
Oh, that would have been freaky, yeah.
And we go, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we freaked ourselves up.
Yeah, of course. Even just being there is freaky,
Yeah, it was. It's like far. But there was once, right, I'm taking a body down the lift with a female nurse. Her name was Frankie.
Yeah.
For a weird name.
Yeah.
Didn't like her. She didn't like me. She knew I don't like her. And I'm like, yeah.
Why? Just like initial meetings?
Vibes. She's
vibes,
not a nice person.
Didn't laugh at your jokes.
Yeah, that too. Never told her a joke, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So we're going down with the body. There's the body, just her and I. And sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to stay out of the lift at the moment.
Yeah,
because it's a dead body there. Body, what do you look? Oh, it's like they pick it up. Oh, someone dead. That's right. They're going to freak out. You don't know.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at her. And I can see her. I'm looking beside her, just beside her. And then here we go. You're going. That wasn't me, and I just saw that's not you. Are you sure he's dead? Yeah. You sure? Because there could have been a spasm, who knows what, but it was a cough. It's like he made a noise. Like, is he dead? You sure? Oh, we're going to put him in the fridge. You sure?
What did she say?
Yeah. I'm sure he's dead. You better be sure. You better be sure.
People sometimes come back.
Well, you don't know. They could have diagnosed them. That's what I'm talking about. But he was dead.
Maybe the dead person still the room.
Yeah,
the person next to him.
We had friends. I had friends of mine that when they were the rooms were separated by just
like the curtain,
curtains, right? And the windows were closed, the doors were closed. They made sure everything's nice and quiet, and because the person's going to pass on. All of a sudden, one of the curtains, not all of the curtains, because then you go, all the curtains are doing it. One of the curtains goes. Like that, and Anne, her name was Anne, and Fiona, the ones who were cleaning his body, going, we're out of here. Off we go. We're out. You know, it's like, what the hell?
Always has to happen.
Yeah, you know, because if it was all curtains, you go, no, yeah, there's a breeze somewhere.
Yeah,
not
can't
one,
help that.
not the one he was in.
Yeah.
It says like, what's going on here?
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it's like Murphy's Law, or someone doesn't want to just saying hi, saying hi. I'm still here. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
That's interesting.
Stories like that happen all the time with those places. But the death check is like that. You check it. You make sure they're all dead. If they're not dead, you know, if they are, off you go. Because most people die in the night, in the early morning.
Yeah, or in their sleep kind of thing.
That's right. Yeah, put me down for that. Thanks. I'll just go that way, please.
You
know. No chainsaw murder for me, thanks. Yeah. That sort of thing.
So, like, that sort of role, is that like a lucrative role? Because I don't imagine a lot of people lining up to do that sort of stuff. Like, do you get paid?
When I was doing it, I did Huntington's disease for the full time. You know what Huntington's disease is? It's a genetic disorder. Passed on by the mother or the father. So the brain starts to die off after a while. You could have it at 16. You could have it at 65.
Yep.
It just activates itself at a certain time, whatever time it decides to activate. So we had people from Nikki was 19, and you couldn't speak to her anymore. She was just body was just moving around, and you got to feed her properly. You got to dress her, toilet her, the whole thing.
Yep.
And then you got Maggie. Maggie was an old farmer's wife, who was a dairy farmer. She was tough as steel. And Maggie, you know, so you had different age groups.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's different. Like one lady, her husband had it, he died there, and all her 5 children had it. And every time she'd be there every day watching them dying.
Sad, eh?
Yeah. So she had little Chloe. What was the last? I've forgotten her name now, but Nicole it was. The day I became full-time there is a day we're waiting for handover, which means the morning shift is telling the afternoon shift, this person's having problems swallowing, so be careful here. This person's had a fall, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, wait a minute, she just passed. Oh, this is the day I started there full-time. I was there casual, but then became full-time. So people died there all the time, you see. I even went out with a girl who had it. I didn't know she had it. And then she was doing some weird stuff, and I was like, why is she doing these things? And it's like a part of her brain, intuition, her what do you call it? You know, you get drunk and you don't care. What's that word again? What's the word? Status. You got it too. You missed it too. Inhibitions. Inhibitions. I say inhibitions. So? And your inhibitions are gone. Like she'd come out in front of groups of people naked. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? But luckily the room was empty. It's like, hey, Heather, what are you doing? And she'd say, what do you mean? The next day I say, why'd you do that? She goes, I did. It's like, what's going on? Have you,
something weird. Eh?
Something weird. Then I'll find out later it's been activated.
Yeah.
In her. And she doesn't know. It's like, oh, right.
Do you know if she's still alive?
No, she's gone now. I was 30 at the time. 31. So I'm 54. Within 6 years or something, they've passed on. I was looking after her brother.
Oh, because family, genetics.
Alan, her brother Alan. And then it's like she'd come visit him. That's how I met her. I think it was how I met her. No, at a party. It was a party. And then I go, I'm looking after your brother. You know, it's like, then you find out that she's got it too. You go, and then she's erratic and
put the pieces together.
Yeah, and it's like, then she's like, doing weird stuff. And she's leaving for nothing. It's like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, because then I find out, okay, has she got it? Yes. She's got it? Yeah. Oh, and John, it's activated. Say what? Okay, you know. Yeah. That's just weird. Okay. You know,
it's a matter of time.
Yeah, matter of time. So they die a lot, and you got to wash their bodies. You know.
So you work for a place that dealt with that a lot, yeah?
Wesley Central Mission. It's called Huntington's Disease Association. I think it's called still. So yeah, that was horrible. It's horrible. It's God's waiting room. You know, you start there walking. A few months later, you might end up on a wheelchair. A few months after that, in a little seat where you can't fall out of it because it's an enclosed seat with wheels on it, and they can wheel you around. Then you're on a long couch, and then you pass away.
Jeez.
But that could be taking years. It could be 5 years, 6 years.
Like you said before.
Yeah. Some don't remember what they're doing. Some do. Some know. Gary West had degrees coming out of his ears. His body was wasted, dude. You saw his picture of where he was before. That's a different man. What are you talking about? That's not the same man. Yes, it is. You know, and when you can't swallow, your highest reflex, most complicated reflex is your throat swallowing. They lose that. And then they get aspiration pneumonia, which means the food goes into their lungs by mistake.
Oh, okay.
Because they can't swallow properly, you get pneumonia and you die. If you're lucky. Right? So what they do, if you're lucky, because, you know, it's a horrible way of dying. And then they become, how do you put this? You start eating normal food, then they break it up, then they vitamize it, and then you can't even eat that, which if it's like jelly, you can't even eat that. So
go down the wrong way
cable goes into your stomach, and ensure all the cans of food go into your, you know, balanced food goes into your stomach.
Yep.
And when they said Gary West, with all the degrees, his mind was still there. He goes, "You put that in me, I'm pulling it out." And we just waited for him to die. So all right, then at the hospital, he's still at the hospital. He's going to go. Then after a few days, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, others, their minds are just gone. Their minds are gone. Their bodies are fine. They're all strong.
Yeah?
Yeah. It depends on your brain. Where the Vietnam vet, there, boy, was he violent.
Also, he actually was in the war.
Yeah, he was in the war. He was a Vietnam vet. And when you put him on a gurney.
Probably had PTSD.
Oh, he was a great fighter, they said. He had people coming from Vietnam who were in Vietnam with him, and they said he was a great fighter. You know, hand-to-hand fighting. Nobody could beat him. And when you washed him, someone would hold his head, another one guy would hold his arm, another leg, another leg. You know, it's like, okay, take him to the shower quickly, wash him. You know, he'd be violent. You know, he'd come out of his room and he'd be swinging at people. He swung me, got me in the jaw once. Yeah. Full on hook. Boom, bang. Yeah, I was like, you motherfucker. It's like, you look around. There's my ex-girlfriend cleaning him up. I'm going, because I go to her, "Are you finished yet?" Because I'm holding down. He's like, "Are you finished yet?" Then he gets up. I go, "What the?" Whoom, whack. And it's like, I nearly threw him through the window. It's like, "I'm going to get." And he goes, "Stop it." Yeah.
He's gonna die anyway.
No, that wasn't thinking. That was good thinking. I wasn't thinking. But you know, that's a horrible place. It's a horrible experience to have that. You know. But no, you don't get money out of that. For example. No. Nah. Look, take afternoon shift.
Who wants to do that sort of stuff?
Well, I wasn't. Look, put it this way: if I did afternoon shift, right, you get penalties. You get penalties. Yeah. Yeah, penalties. My butt. Full-time work, full-time afternoon, take home was $375.
What?
You heard right.
Yeah?
No kidding. I was like, and they go to us, "You're not going to get rich working here." No, crap. After about 6 to 8 months, I think it was like, a year? Was it a year? I'm not sure now. It's a long time. I was 30-something, 31, 32. I said, "You know what? Good luck. Goodbye." It was just before I'm getting married.
I wonder, adjusted for inflation, what would that be like?
Another $5?
Nah, it'd be more than that.
I know, I'm just joking, but with them it's like, you're doing one of the hardest jobs, Ray. You're cleaning shit. You're cleaning shit. You're feeding washing dead bodies. You're cleaning poo, your urinations. There's, people, urine everywhere. There's people projectile vomiting. You've seen The Exorcist? Yeah. Yeah.
That sort of stuff. Yeah.
It's like, what was that? Oh, shit. Turn around. Oh, got him. Got him. So death. Horrible stuff. And it's like, you're getting paid less than a freaking cleaner. He's cleaning toilets.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I know. It's not nice. That's why it's like, I can't live on this. You can't live on that sort of crap. But then you hear other people now making good money because there's a big need for them, because I'm hearing the people are getting older.
Yeah, definitely.
You see,
there's a need for it.
Getting older. See, the baby boomers are getting older, and
But think of it like from a supply demand point of view. Are there people like lining up to do that job? And what are the reasons? I don't imagine there'll be a lot of people. So, like, if you left, if people start leaving, you need people to fill those jobs up too,
Yeah, they're like men, though. They're like men.
Yeah, well, you need someone strong,
Because we lift.
Yeah.
Better than women. Because mostly 90% of them are women.
You need a good ratio, a mix, You need the woman to kind of do more of the caring side of things.
Kidding?
Not saying that the men don't do that,
Do you know who's more caring in those things?
Yeah,
the men.
Men can be, yeah.
The men. Yeah. Our clients would see me and say, "We want him because we were more caring."
Yeah.
The women, they was like, "I don't care, just do it."
Yeah.
It's like, hey, stop it.
Yeah, there's some women like that too.
Yeah, they're burned out.
Yeah.
You see, like I used to take people from the operating theatres, right? And then there's a little pat slide. It's called pat slide, and you put it between the beds because you pull the guy into his room. You put the bed right beside his bed.
Yeah,
and you put a board that's called pat slide, and you hold him because he just had like open heart surgery.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's no joking.
Sensitive,
yeah, sensitive. And there's 4 or 5 nurses, and they're being rough. They go, "Hey, stop it!" And I'm just an orderly. It's like, stop it, or I'm going to report you. So I'm using all the force, most of the force I'm grabbing. We go 1, 2, 3, ready, go slide him gently across because he just had open heart surgery. You know what I mean? Jeez. He didn't have ingrown toenail, you morons.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, you are nurses. You're supposed to be caring and kind and compassionate.
Yeah, in general.
Oh, if I give you a scalp, you'll probably slit the person's throat.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, you're burned out. You shouldn't be here. You're cruel. Yeah. You're cruel to the person. That's someone's husband or father or someone. It's like...
Best friend, brother.
Yeah, whatever. It's like, what are you doing? No, joking aside, that's disgusting. That's why I said, and I meant it. If you do it again, I'm going to report you. So there's 5 nurses around me, and they're doing exactly what I say. As in, I'm just the orderly. You're the RNs, registered nurses. You've got degrees coming out of your ears, but you do as I tell you because you're being rude, cruel to this person. Imagine the family saw that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they'll jump on them, So it's there's good.
It's integrity,
It's right. There's integrity. There's compassion and empathy, and some kind of caring. There are nurses which are really nice, but a lot of them they're too long to be near. Right? They've seen too much.
Burnt out, eh?
They're burned
out.
That's
a good point.
They're burned out. They're just like, time for you to have a sciatic.
Yeah, and remember, like a lot of nurses are career nurses, so they're probably in the industry for like decades too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
So like what you experienced, they probably are still experiencing it now.
They're still probably there.
They're burnt out. That's a good point.
They're burned out. Yeah. That's right. So if you are,
it's like
yeah, but if you are, Ray, that's someone's family.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Shouldn't do it.
You can't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. That's the better way of saying it. You shouldn't be doing it. You can't do that. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that because it's like I come across a family sitting in the waiting room shitting themselves because the husband's in the father's in the operating theatre. So I calm him down. I go, "What's he in for?" For that? Oh, really? Just that's routine. They go, really? Oh man, you know what they do?
Yeah.
They're bored of them.
Calm them down, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, it's no big deal. I thought, it's something serious. But it is.
Yeah.
So I calm them down.
Exactly, yeah.
You see? And then it's like, hey, you guys need something to eat or drink?
Yeah.
No,
just
thank you.
Take the edge off them.
Yeah, yeah. I go, I thought there was something wrong, something serious. No, just boring. Just we have so many of those. Yeah, and they calmed the whole family down because they're all sitting in a little room, huddled up together, shitting themselves.
Wow.
I calmed them down.
I think there's something to that too, like the energy, like when you calm like people down like that, I think it helps, I can't explain how, but I think it does help.
Well, it helped them. They were fine after that.
Well, not just them, but like the situation,
The whole thing. The whole thing probably, it helps. It'll help him too, probably some sort of...
how like they say a smile is contagious?
That's right.
Similar kind of principle, You calm someone down, and the next people that kind of interact with them, they're more calm, and then when they go away, they're more calm with someone else, It's kind of like that. Does that.
It's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
It's a snowball effect. Everyone...
It's not direct, but that's what I'm thinking. You calm people down, you have a good effect on the whole situation.
That's right. You can't. It's a win-win situation if you do that. You know, so it can't hurt. It can't hurt. It's not going to hurt someone if you can't.
But it can benefit.
Down. That's it. There's a possibility of benefiting somebody in some level, some way.
Yeah.
You know, you got to try it. You got to do it. You know, you got to. I like doing it. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah, it's the best job I ever had too. You know, in the hospital. Oh.
In the hospital or that
hospital? The hospital. Sorry, I was thinking about the hospital at the time. No, because I was talking about the operating theatre at the time.
That's right.
The operating theatre, because I had the two.
So you enjoyed the hospital, yeah?
Oh, far out. You know,
the people or just doing the job.
Everybody, everything. The whole lot was fun.
Yeah.
And they said you were awesome. Yeah. But there wasn't much.
You
work.
need someone like that too in the hospital.
Oh, crusty, because you know, and I used to work.
There's a lot of people that need cheering up, you know.
Yeah, that's right. But I worked with a what do you call this thing? What was she called? She was what do you call those stand-up comedians? In a part-time, she was the lady who was in charge of the
stand-up comedian.
Yes, the lady who was in charge of the X-ray department was also doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
in her spare time.
Yep.
Never cracked a smile in her damn life.
Really?
She
probably kept it in.
I'm funnier than you
so
are.
her jokes will come out.
Yeah, then it's like she's like, now I'm going to let go. It's like,
yeah.
But you sure as hell are not fun to work with. You're not a happy person. You're not a friendly person. You're not open. You're not. There's no humor in you whatsoever.
Well, at night,
maybe
on stage,
maybe right. You may be right. I never saw any. I'm thinking I'm funnier than you are. You know,
probably are.
I was cracking people up. I loved it. But unfortunately, I had to leave because there was not enough work for me.
Oh, really?
That's the only reason why. There's no work, John. We've got all the porters. You're just a fill-in for the moment, and we're fine now.
Yeah.
After a couple of months, we're fine now.
Which hospital was it?
Sandringham Hospital.
Sandringham
District Hospital. Sandringham. It's in Sandringham. It's an awesome place, and the hospital is circular, built circular.
Oh yeah.
Like a circle. There's sections. Cool. So that's what I said. We're going this way to get to the other one, but at the same time, we passed by the nurses' showers.
Yep.
Yeah. Ladies, you want a hand to that? You know, to give you back.
Whoops.
Sorry, never did it. But anyway, it was fun.
That's good.
You know, but you're a security guard at the same time, cleaner, security guard, porter. What else were we? I was doing everything. You do everything there. You know, one minute you're in the emergency room. Is
that a public hospital?
It's a public hospital. Yeah, it's an emergency room. Yeah, public hospital. You're in the emergency room. The next thing you know, you get a call from the operating theatre. Someone's just finished the operating theatre from the recovery room. Go put them back in the room. The next you're cleaning blood all over the place. The next you're the security guard. You're jumping on people trying to hot control them because they're on something.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. You know, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and there's such good people.
Like action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess in hospitals, a lot of people, they kind of have to have that attitude too, yeah?
That's right, you know. And when you're walking down the stairs and no one's watching, you just push people off.
Put them in a room after that.
So, another client.
Another one. Yeah.
Another client.
Charge the government.
Only joking. But it was like, no, I don't know if there was any stairs. Oh, there was some. I just use the elevator all the time. Every chance I had a chance, like, nah. Who could be bothered running up and down stairs 24/7? You know, running up, run down, run up, down.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, so.
And what did you do after the hospital job?
I don't know. I was a truck driver.
Yeah. Did you do that straight after?
Yeah, because I was also truck driving too sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in the industry for 26 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a truck driver. All kinds of trucks. I worked in councils. I worked as tow truck drivers. You name it. Many.
What was tow truck drivers like?
That was fun.
Yeah, fun. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
A lot of angry people?
A lot of people you calm down.
Yeah.
Right? I remember one group, one's father and daughter, I had to take them a long distance, I think to Rosebud. Right? And when I finished, they were sitting beside me. Oh, they were friends in the end. Not my friends.
Yeah.
And they pulled up and I was making joke after joke after joke. It's like I calmed them down. They loved it. And when I dropped them off, I'm sitting there talking to the husband, the father, and the daughter goes out and tells her mum, and she comes back out listening to more jokes from me. You know, they're going, you're awesome. They're going, see, I was having fun.
And that job was like you towed their cars away, or you just tow them to a place?
Well, you towed to the house, If it was breakdowns, I worked for you know, breakdowns. You take them to their home.
Yeah.
There's ones where you take them to the you go to AAMI, for example, and you pick up the cars which are all busted up, which are a write-off, and you take them to auctioneers. You know, Fowles Auto Auctions.
I thought you were taking them like if they double parked or something, and you just tow them and pound them.
No, not that. I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I hate that sort of. I'd hate that job.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I hate that job. You'd cop everything. You'd cop freaking probably weapons on you or something. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Not there for that.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're not going to sit there and watch someone hit you on the head, you know, something, who knows. You know, so.
You're down here doing it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, bang! Like, hello. You touched him.
Probably an old lady, too.
You sit in my car. No, it's not the woman I'm worried about. You know, it's not the woman I'm worried about. No, but I was doing that, you know, then you take people. It was also one where you took people, a lot of Army or Navy and Air Force people, they're relocating and they've got some beautiful cars and you've got to take their cars, like an MG. Remember the
Army
MG?
people.
Yeah, you take the MGs, for example, cars. Remember the MG? You drive all the lovely cars, or you get the supercars that go to Calder, and you put them in, and you're sticking your head inside, and you're going halfway in, going, "Oh, look at this thing! You know, why does it have to weigh? It's 3 tons." But it's
cost the house.
Yeah, it cost the house, and it's heavy as. So you and they're the Army people are relocating to Western Australia, so you've got to check their cars. Take them, pick them up, check their cars, make sure there's no bumps or anything or scratches, because they'll say you did it.
Yep.
And then they say
cover
they
yourself.
Claim you, right? So you make reports and you take it to a car carrier and they drive it across the world, across Australia to the Perth. Things I did all sorts of things. I've done many kinds of things, especially as agency, Lynn Fox, Coles, you name it. I've done it. B doubles, interstates, semi trailers, you name it. As you know, that's why
you get to see a lot of the country.
You do, but yeah, you do.
But
if you're
bypass,
you focus.
Bypass seeing it.
Yeah, you got to focus though, you know.
Yeah.
At night, you go, all you see is that white light going boom, 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 and you just go,
Well, careful.
And then he's like, boom, boom. Oh, you wake up like, oh crap, you know. You think to yourself, am I going to make tonight? Am I going to see tomorrow?
Have you hit a kangaroo before?
I hit a tail. He's hit the tail.
Yeah.
He's crossing over because I'm just driving. All of a sudden,
he's caught us the tail end.
Yeah, because all you see is a flash, so you haven't got time to change, to stop, and you got to.
You're not supposed to, isn't that right?
You're not supposed to.
Not supposed to
punch through.
Yeah,
but you're not even thinking like that. It's too quick to think that.
Yeah,
you go, I'm going to hit him. There's no just boom. What the, you know? And then I just hit his tail as he's passed by, and I pulled up thinking, where are you, Ray? He's not there. He's made it.
Yeah,
cool. It was actually his tail.
Bounced out.
Just bounced his tail. Just hit his tail. Thank God. You know.
What about like a normal car? Have you had a kangaroo?
No. They nearly killed me once because I used to live in Hepburn Springs, Dalesford.
Oh yeah.
So I'm coming across. I'm turning a corner. I'm going to work back to the city, and there's a whole group of them.
Yep. Start bouncing.
Oh shit! Yeah, and they were everywhere.
Like a video game.
Grab. You're not trying to hit them. You're just trying to survive.
Dodge, yeah.
Trying to survive, you know, because they eat. Because the water runs off the ground, off the road. The road is tapered, and it goes down. So you got all this very lush green. And what do they like? And there's dead grass, and there's lush green
stuff.
grass. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And they're dumb as doorposts, I reckon. In my mind, is like, you know, they'll just sit there looking at you as you're coming to them. Like, hello.
And step right in.
And then step right in. Like, you morons.
Yeah.
So I never hit them though. Yeah. But then you get up in the morning and there's one crossing the street in the morning. Hey, good morning. How are you today? Love this. Screw Melvin. You know what I mean? You know, because there's your next door neighbour. Or you've got grass at the back and, you know, there's no fencing because you open up the backyard at 3 o'clock in the morning and you do your you shine your torch. Oh, there's another kangaroo. Yeah. Oh, you missed a spot. Eat there too.
Oh, really?
They're eating your grass, eating your lawn. Thank you. You know, you missed that spot. There's lush green there too, right? So you don't have to cut the grass so much.
Oh,
you know, it's awesome. You know, and then when they look at you, they show the bum at you. Like I don't care. Just keep eating. Show your bum at me, but I'm still, you know, yeah. Point your bum at me, but eat.
Turn your bum away. That's a good transition to travel, I suppose.
To what? To traveling. Oh, you want to travel? Yeah, talk about travel. I've travelled the world.
You have, yeah. I love it.
Some of the world, not all of it, because you'll never, because like Australia's got 27,000 beaches, for example. You could take you, 15,000. I can't remember how much. It'll take you 20, 30 years to see every beach we've got. That's how much we've got.
That's a lot. And that's just here in this country.
That's just Australia. You haven't got the rest of the world.
So, what was your first overseas trip?
Oh,
where did you go first?
I've been a few times, different places. But in this one, the big one in 2018, the first one you go from Melbourne, you fly across the Pacific Ocean, 13 hours to Santiago in Chile.
Oh, yeah. But that was your first ever international?
Oh, no. My first one was when I was 5. I went back to Greece.
Oh, yeah.
And we went to Singapore, Bombay, and then some other place, I'm not sure. Did a bit of stopovers because I was 5. The fuel was different or something. I don't know what they couldn't do. Small stopovers. And then you went to Greece. I was there for 11 months.
What was that? What do you remember from that?
Oh, like I was plugged in.
What do you mean plugged in? Like Matrix plugged in, or?
Like I was plugged in. It's like that. It's like, put it this way, you're 5 years old. You don't know where you are. They just go, we're leaving. I'm leaving from Collingwood.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, you're 5-year-old.
And
you know
5 years old, this is the universe, really.
Yeah,
that's all you know. That's all you think that exists.
Exactly. You don't know. You're 5, right? But you're carrying your father's tools in a bag. You go and you can handle it because you're heavy, you're strong. It's like, that's cool. So you go over to Greece and you don't know where you are. But then when I said plugged in, it's like it's as if I woke up. All right, it's like my consciousness woke up. I felt like, I'm home. I was born in Collingwood in Melbourne. Yep. How am I home? You feel like you're home.
A lot of familiar things.
Yeah, the buildings are familiar. The people are familiar. The smells are familiar. It's as if I'd been there 100 times. And that's what I said, plugged in. It's as if invisible cables came into my body, and it's like I feel everything, and I'm more awake, I'm more conscious, and I'm only 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was amazing. I went back there when I was in 2018. I didn't feel the same thing again.
You're like, where is it?
Where is it? Just plug me back in again. Where? You know what I mean? Where's that souvlaki? Yeah. But it was gone. It's like, damn, because the people are different now.
Yeah.
When I was there, when I was 5, they were very decent people. Very decent.
Not so now?
Well, they run you over if they can. You know what I mean?
Different,
rude, arrogant, aggressive. Like, when I was turning 20 at the time, I said to Mum, can I go there, because my mate's going. He said, come over. He's invited me. She said, no. Why not? Because you're going to end up in prison. Why? Because you're going to fight these idiots because they're very rude now.
What do you think was the cultural shift?
I think
governments, maybe
EU. I think it was the EU.
EU, eh?
European Union. It changed when we went into Europe, as in we became part of Europe. Arrogant, rude, money hungry. Who knows?
Yep.
Selfish, very selfish people now. That's what I experienced.
Well,
not everyone's
that's your personal experience.
Not everyone's the same. Well, I'm not saying that. I can't generalise to everybody.
No, but this is your experience.
Yes, yeah. From what I was when I was 5, I could see that people were very decent people.
Genuine
people.
Yeah.
Genuine morals, integrity, ethics. To
history.
There's no ethics anymore.
Probably with the EU, because in recent times Greece has had like a debt problem too.
Yeah.
So it's like getting people fixed on cheap money. They say change people's behaviors.
Did they? Well, I'm hearing different things all the time. So it's not just one story to me. I'm hearing from the Greeks there's different stories, different reasons for what things happened.
Oh, yeah? What are they saying?
One of them was they lived beyond their means.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. You give cheap money, they live beyond their means, and over time...
Exactly.
And now they got you.
That's it. Exactly. That's what they did. That's one big thing they did. Another one is they always thought that... we'll be looked after, for example. We'll be looked after by the EU. And what was it? So they, like, for example, give an example. One guy would retire at 40.
Yeah.
from the government. It's like, but you're still only 40, dude. You've got another 25 years to work minimum. Oh, it's all right. They'll pay me a pension for the rest of my life. Now I can just relax.
Yeah, and that's how it was probably for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and how is the Greek government gonna fund you?
Oh, yeah. This is after. Yeah.
Yeah, fund you. This is before. How's the Greek government going to fund you with your lifestyle at 40 years old when you're supposed to be working and you're not earning any money anymore? But you're leech to the Greek community now because you're 40 and you're retiring. You're fine. You're not like you're disabled or anything. A lot of people did that. In the government, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
over time, it just compounded.
That's just one reason. There's a lot of reasons. A lot of things were going on because the Greeks were doing a lot of stupid things. A lot of stupid things. A lot of corruption. There's a shitload of corruption.
Yeah,
there was. I don't know if there is now, but the politicians and that
that's another byproduct of cheap money as well. You know?
Yeah. And being in the EU, I mean, I think if I remember, I'm not an expert in the EU. I'm not even looking into it. I don't care about it. But it was like they control what you can grow, what you can't grow.
Yeah.
You see, if they,
I believe that,
if they want you to grow certain,
no, they're controlling industries too. You know,
you see,
instead of you doing that, growing wheat, corn, whatever, we've got partners that can do that. So
you do something else for us.
Yeah,
exactly.
We've got vested interest in here, these certain countries or even their own. I know, like Germany has a big hand in that sort of stuff. Yeah?
And when Germany had attacked Greece in the World War II. Greece forgave them. They said, all right, we won't ask you to pay back the compensation for what you did. We'll leave you alone. We'll let you build yourself up again. But this time it was Germany's time to do it. Stuff you. You know what I mean? We
pay us back in full.
Yeah, we pay us back in full. But we were nice, tough. It's like, well, don't do it again, boys.
Yeah.
Don't be so nice. Okay, enough.
Learn from it, I suppose.
Experience learns, my friend. Teaches, that sort of thing. Yeah. So no, but I was in Greece.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The whole EU and the whole credit control.
I've heard once some of our corrupt politicians stole a lot of money, and Angela Merkel had a list of them or something who they were or where their accounts were or something like that. And I think the Greeks said to me, we want that list. And she said, nope, not giving it. It's like, you're partners with us? You know what I mean? Because I think we could probably get our money back. We would not be under their boot. You see? So probably it would be, it's more advantageous for them to keep us
under wraps.
That's right, and paying back all their money and paying back the interest. So it's win-win situation for them. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but
this is just
lots of things from people telling me these things. Like it's like they're going, and bloody the good German chancellor, it's like didn't like her. I'm this is going to be on YouTube, so.
But in saying that, like when I went to Greece, I really, I loved it.
Yeah, because you're learning Greek.
Yes.
Μιλάω
ελληνικά.
Μιλάς ελληνικά πολύ καλά. Λίγο. You said that very well. It's a hard language to learn.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Mine's limited.
But it's a beautiful language. I love like what I have learned anyway. So you need to teach me more. We need to talk more.
You just ask. Just ask. Oh, when I speak to my cousins, in Greece. Like their Greek is advanced.
Because that's language. That's their go-to.
That's their go-to language. To me, it's my second language.
Yeah.
It was my first language I learned, but I think in English. I don't think in Greek, and I have to translate my
your formative years and all your schooling was in English, but home life was Greek.
Yeah. Well, you Greeks. Mum and Dad will listen to Greek music, talking Greek. But it was only limited Greek. How do you put it? It's not like university level. It's just
conversational.
Yeah, that's it. Say you pick up on that stuff and you learn that much. But not like my cousins. They're talking to me about stuff like, hey, man, slow it down.
Really?
Slow it down, dude. Especially my cousin John's like, dude, what are you, a professor or something? What, you got a dictionary and thesaurus, Greek thesaurus talking to me? John.
Just nodding.
Yeah. What yeah. What the freaking hell did he say?
Whatever he's doing.
Whatever he's like, Jesus Christ.
He's nodding, you nod.
Yeah, but that sort of thing. But no, I went to Greece after that.
Yeah.
Indonesia for a month.
Whereabouts in Indonesia?
Everywhere. Java. I went to Java,
Oh,
all
yeah?
around Java, mostly all around Java.
What took you over there? Just to...
My friends were Indonesians, so they
Oh,
said, John,
really?
come on down. Come with us.
Yeah.
You know,
Beautiful.
So I went with them for about a month. Bali and Mount Bromo, which is a active volcano. All sorts of places. Bali didn't not a big deal to me because I was already in Java, so Java's similar. Sugarcane plantations, servants everywhere. Because the servants at the time when I was 22, a servant would cost $17 for the whole month.
Really?
And they'd live with you too. They'd have their own little room.
So you felt like royal.
Yeah. It's like you throw your stuff in the wash, and the next couple of hours you come back from where you come from, wherever you've been visiting, and it's all washed, folded,
Nice.
ironed. You go, so if I could live like this. You go, chocolate, massage. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yes, okay. You go, oh, thank you, dude.
It's $5.
Yeah, not even that. It's like, hey, it's part of your job. Shut up. This is my friend's place. You'd have two servants. His father-in-law would have 12, 13. Because he's the head of the sugarcane plantation.
Oh.
You see him with security guards. Hey, nice to see you. Like, you too. Or how's this one? This is Solo. This is the middle of Java, right?
Java. I haven't even heard of Java.
Java's the main island of Indonesia.
Yep.
There's Java, and then right at the end is Bali, for example. One of the you go by ferry across ferry with a ferry. The ferry's very hard to swings on. It swims hard.
Yeah.
I'm like joking. The ferry, but so it's 4 o'clock, 5 minutes to 4 in the morning, right? There's it was a military junta at the time.
Yep.
Military dictatorship. 5 minutes to 4 in the morning, I wake up and go, why am I awake? I don't know. So you sit there and it's all balmy and nice and quiet. At 4 o'clock exactly, boom! Explosion, massive explosion. All of a sudden, helicopters, and you're going, fuck, is this a military coup? Have I just landed in, where's a military coup?
Yep.
It's going. But no, it was just exercises. Because it was a base a few doors down, a few streets down.
I thought you literally meant exercise.
Yeah, the
spandex and
tanks, and they're having an exercise at 4 o'clock in the morning. But what about the residents, dickhead? Because you're in the middle of a town, but you don't care because it's the Suhartos, I think you called those. I think it was the Suhartos with the military, with the dictatorship. It was a dictatorship in there when I was there. You see, so it was like, we don't care what you think. We do what we want.
Yeah.
And you get the special forces guys, because you get the regular soldiers, he's going, hey, Australia, and then you get the special forces guys in their black, in their sunglasses and their different uniforms and just sitting there just watching you. They're not moving, but you can see you're over here, but they're like this, but they're watching you, they're looking at you.
Special forces.
Yeah, because you're a bigger
Maybe
person.
they can't see you. Maybe that's the point.
Oh, maybe they can, but they all had these mirror sunglasses on. Mirror sunglasses.
Yeah.
I can
See yourself.
I can see my reflection on you, right? But they're all like, they're just watching you. They're quiet because they're in different uniform. And you go, who's that? They're the special forces guys. Oh, right. Right.
Special guys.
Yeah, special forces. And you're going, well, and it's like, this. I am the enemy. Yes. This is the size of me. Yes. You know what I mean? You're going to have to tackle me if you attack Australia. Yes. So, they're sizing you up, or, assessing what weaknesses do you have, or who knows what they're doing,
And this was like 4 a.m.
No, this is just normal during the day.
Oh, when you see them, yeah?
When you see
out and
but
about.
the one that was with the explosion, that was
an exercise.
That was an exercise for half an hour. I'm thinking, should I hit the ground? Is there going to be bullets coming through the doors, through the walls?
Stray bullets,
armor-piercing ones, 50 cals, boom, boom, boom.
You don't know.
Put holes in me. And it's like, oh, man, I'm from Australia. What the hell, man? What's this doing? What's going on here? And you're peering over, during the daytime, you're peering over because everyone's looking over the fence to the military training. They're all slapping soldiers, like, you're slapping the soldier. Dudes always fucking tell you.
Oh, okay.
So you see, you go, fuck, look at that. Oh, this is really cool.
He fell over.
No. Yeah, it's like, something like that. Or he's just not listening, The new recruits, just I tell you, You know, so you see all that stuff. It's like, or you come from Bali, you just landed in Bali, and you know, and you're sitting there with your friend and having a coffee in Bali, and one of the just next to the ferry, and out of the bush comes a patrol, M16s and an M60. You know the M60?
Oh, big gun.
The big gun, the one that, you know, ever seen Rambo comes out of the water?
Yeah.
Right, it's like it's called the pig. They called it in Vietnam. They called it the pig. It was like you know,
Heavy duty. Yeah.
Heavy duty, and that they can't. And you've got your camera's like, ooh, I'm going to put it down now. Don't take any shots. You know, he's like, because they just come out of the bush. You know, it's like, what is this, Vietnam? What is going on here? What are you doing here? And then, you know, they're a patrol of 3 with two M16s. And that's like, oh, not a time to muck around.
Hopefully they're friendly.
Not a time to muck around. Not a time to muck around. Because it was a military junta. It was a military dictatorship at the time. It was a dictatorship, you know, Suharto. In the 60s, I think it was him or someone else, I think, they killed about 500,000 communists of their own people.
Of their own people?
Of their own people. So what are they going to care about a foreigner?
Yeah. Got to be careful.
So you be careful. Put the thing down. Put the camera down.
Have you been back since?
Indonesia? No, I haven't. Indonesia? No. But there was other world. Yeah, there's the whole world, right?
Yeah, man.
Forget that. That was just, I'll go there.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite place?
Venice.
So far?
Venice.
Yeah.
It's sinking.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the best one. I went to about 12, 13 countries in 2018. Traveled the world. Like you got to travel. Mm-hmm. You pay about...
You got to travel.
You got to go the way of from Melbourne to South America in that direction. In that direction, not the other direction. Not east, not west. You got to go east. Yeah. You go east.
Because it's coming towards you.
Yeah, you got to go east. So is it coming towards you? And it costs you only $5,500 for the ticket.
To go around, yeah?
Yeah. If
you
did it one at a time, it'll cost you a fortune, but you have a million. You'll better be a millionaire. And you go to you've got an app in a hostel world.
Yep.
You got the app, and you know from your
itinerary.
I'm going to land at Lima at this certain time. You call up, you look up, and it tells you where the hostels are. Hostels and hotels and hostels. Yep. This hostel's got hot water, thank God. This one's got free Wi-Fi. Oh, cool. You know, so you pick and choose what you want. How much the rooms, blah blah blah, and then you book it.
Yep, it's so doable to do a round the world trip. You know,
easy,
an extensive one too.
If you get older like me, 50 and over, it's when you go to Los Angeles, for example. There's like, what are you doing here? You're an old man because you're all youngies.
There's a lot of things to do though.
Yeah, but no, in the where you stayed.
Oh, like hostel wise?
In the pod share. I think it's a pod share. I'm not sure what it's called. Pod share. I forgot what it's called. It was in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. All the people were really young, and I'm probably the oldest there.
Doesn't matter.
You know, it didn't matter to
travel
me.
Doesn't discriminate. You know,
it didn't matter to me. It mattered to them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And there's, you know, so it didn't. It's sorry. I'm going to sit down a little bit.
Yeah. Bring it closer, Johnny.
Yeah, bring it closer. All right, bring it closer. Here we go. Oh, it sounds better. Yeah, but you know, it's you get the hostel world, and you've booked in so many places. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes you haven't got a chance. Sometimes, like, you go to Iquitos, which is just outside in Peru, just outside
near
on the
Lima?
way past outside. It's near the Amazon jungle.
Whoa.
So I went to the Amazon jungle. Right?
What were your experiences like there?
Oh, freaking awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it like? Because that's where I want to go.
The Amazon jungle?
Well, not there. I just want to go to, like, Machu Picchu and all that sort of stuff.
Machu Picchu
Lima.
was beautiful. Machu Picchu was awesome. Because I went from Santiago, went to Lima. You land in Lima. Mm-hmm. You're tired as hell because it's bad timings.
Plus, you're elevated too, yeah?
Yes, no. Costco is...
Costco is...
Cusco? Call it Cusco. I've forgotten the name of it.
Cusco
is just... You're going... Is elevated
That's
place.
Elevated, yeah.
Yeah, so if you and I walk up and down the stairs here...
Yeah, no big deal. Tired, yeah.
But there, you do 2-3 steps. Hey, man, I'm fit. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, like, you're so high up. The altitude. Yeah.
And then it's like all your steps are like there's 100, 200, 300, 500 steps. And you go, it's going to take me hours just to get back to the hostel.
Yeah.
You know, because it's right up the top. It's like, oh, fuck. You know. But, I mean, I went to Cusco and I went to back to Quito. Quito is on the border of the Amazon jungle. And then you take a 2.5 hour trip by boat, this little canoe.
Little dinghy?
It's a canoe, a motorized canoe, into the Amazon jungle. And it's like, you know, I'm in the Amazon jungle. Fuck. And this is the Amazon River. Oh, my God. Yeah. And there's dolphins. Right? Yeah. Oh, dolphins. The river dolphins. You get the grey ones, dolphins. You get the pink ones. The pink ones are more rare. I didn't see them. Everyone was going for pink, looking for the pink one, because they're so prehistoric and they're old, you know. And there's piranha everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I think about.
You got the small ones. Amazon. You got the small ones. You got the gold ones. These other ones. There's many of them. I've got them on my videos, and you're catching them. I should have caught them that way. There was because you get a bit of meat on the hook, and when it bites, you pull up.
Straight away.
I never caught any. Why? Others were catching them. I was like, give it to me. Let me see. Because, you know, I got unlucky because what you should have had was like, put your hook thing in and your net's underneath. Whoop, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
You know, pull it out, catch it that way because they bite and they're gone. You know?
Oh, yep.
You see? So they're everywhere. There's billions and trillions of them.
Jeez.
So also,
do you eat them?
Some people eat them. Some people eat them. But they're the small ones. The big ones are about this big, and they don't need an excuse to attack you. You know, because some people they say if it's
a bit of blood,
those things, something's moving, woof, straight at you, and they're big, so their bite is big.
Yeah.
And we had one guy who was bitten, not us, but just before. He was screaming his lungs out. They said,
yeah.
Oh, you know, they took a chunk out of him. He was like that freaking hurt. You know,
piranhas.
So we're just traveling around mostly on the river to get down to where we need to go. Like if you're
where
go
were
to
you
the
going?
Town over there, everywhere.
Just to a town to experience the
bush. Like we had a place where we slept at, and from there, like you know, it was there's the kitchen there. There's your rooms, and you eat there, and you have your showers and so forth. But like my tour guide, I had a tour guide, and he said, "John, let's go late at night." What? You got a torch? Yeah, let's go. Oh, and he's got a machete on with him too, because you got jaguars. Right? It's like,
all right,
and it's like these jaguars. For example, I know from jaguars, from what I've heard, they bite into the brain, straight to the brain. It's like you're out. There's no struggle. You're dead, and they're powerhouse. And panthers, black panthers as well.
All right. So where were you guys going? We
were going to the bush. He'd be going, let's go. I go, okay. So he goes, now turn the lights off. And it's dark and there's so much insects, you know, singing and all sorts of things. And he goes, do not touch anything. Because everywhere in the night, everything's got something on it. There was these big insects, ants, about that big, and they were running up and down this tree. And he goes, you see these ants? Yeah. If they bite you, they'll kill you. I go, there's this nest. We're standing next to it, like, hey, Nestor. His name's Nestor. Nestor, shouldn't we be moving? Yeah, we should, shouldn't we? You know, and tarantulas everywhere.
Really?
Oh, fuck, they're everywhere. There are tarantulas, snakes. I never saw a snake, which is good because we were making too much noise. I saw an anaconda. I was patting an anaconda.
That's just a massive snake, isn't it?
Huge. It was in a like not a zoo, but a rescue center. All right. So there's a couple of them in there in the water, and they're coming out, and they're very peaceful. And people are picking them up and going, come on, let me catch it, let me lift it up.
They're not squeeze you.
You know, because there's 4 or 5 of us, 6 of us lifting it up, and I'm taking photos. Like, okay, what about me? No, we're taking it back in. Oh, you're kidding me!
But you want a photo?
I want to lift it. I'll lift it. You know. And there's sloths.
There's sloths. They got sharp claws.
But they're fun. Nice.
They look.
They're nice. But
laid back.
Before I forget, the canoe we were using to go from place to place, the water had come down a bit because it hadn't rained for a while. Because there's wet seasons and there's dry seasons. It's gone down. We're in the dry season, and we hit a mud bank.
So I got stuck.
So Nestor gets in there with the other guy who's the guy who
Does the
use the motor,
Yeah.
guides the motor, and they couldn't get it off. And there's piranha there. And I said,
it's in there.
Stuck. Yeah, they're everywhere. We were stuck. It's like, oh, look, let me do it. I'll do it. Get inside. Thinking, what am I, nuts? I'm going to get eaten alive here. There's also crocs. They're called caiman. They call them caiman, but they're crocs.
Okay.
There's crocs, there's anaconda, there's everything. And I'm going, don't bite me. So I get in there, and because I'm stronger, I lift the thing off the mud bank and got us out of there. Because they weren't using it. They couldn't use it.
Was this like at night when you guys went for a walk?
No, daytime. No, this is another time.
Yeah.
Nighttime, you're sitting there and there's you got to watch out for snakes. You got to watch out for.
So why did he take you though? Was he just showing you around?
Experience. Come and see this.
Freaky experience.
Freaky experiences in the night. It's awesome. It's
even during the day. Shoot.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
To go out at night, I can imagine how dark it would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was one day Nesta took me away from the others, and we would travel for 4 or 5 hours. He said, "I'm going to take you to a place where there's a observation post." All right, we get there and it's getting dark, and all of a sudden tarantulas are starting to come out of their nests, and we're up on the tower now, and I've got a video of it, and he's going, and all of a sudden this tarantula comes out and he's walking across the beam. I go, Nesta, he goes, did you like the looking up over the trees? I go, yeah, fine, I'm fine. Do you want to go? He goes, oh, let's get out of here before they attack
all come
us.
out.
And they start coming out.
They attack, yeah?
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to attack, but they're everywhere around us.
You don't want to find out.
You don't want to find out. And Nesta's going, well, let's go. I want to see my family. So do I. I want to see my family too. Let's get out of here. Let's go. And I go, Nesta, kill the damn tarantula.
Yeah.
And you're coming down with the torches. And
it's so big though.
And there's nests everywhere. Yeah. And it's like, what the hell are you doing, Nesta?
Freaky.
And before you got there, it's like around Indiana Jones movie. Right, we're canoeing, right, and there's all these green moss and everything over the top. You can't see the water down the bottom because it's everywhere. And we're swimming like that. We're
breaking through it.
Paddling, yeah, we're breaking through it, paddling. And Esther goes, "There's anacondas in here. There's caiman. There's big piranha here." I'd say, "You don't fall in." Like, oh, I'm not going to fall in. Right, so we're all sitting there doing that. And we get to the other side, and we're walking to go to that observation post. And I hear, it's a funny smell, Nesta. He goes, yeah, there was an anaconda. It's shedding its skin. It was a really powerful smell.
Really?
I go, how big's this anaconda? Wow. So another 10, 15 meters. Another one.
Smell it, eh?
Nesta. He goes, yeah, there's another one. And then there's another one. Like, what the hell, man? And there's foliage on the ground, right? So you get up to the top of that observation tower. The spiders are starting to come out. So we're coming down. I go, Nesta, let's go. So, and he's going, oh, and instead of waiting for me, he's taking off. Like, hey, what about me? Nesta, wait for me. I'm in the torches now. We've got torches now.
So now it's getting dark?
It's dark. We've got the torches going.
Jeez.
Nesta, wait for me. And there's foliage on the ground. There's snakes. So you got to watch out you don't step on snakes. Because you can't see the snakes because they're under the foliage.
You don't know.
And then there's tarantulas coming out as well. So you get to the
creepy crawlies.
Yeah, you get to the thing. You get to the what do you call it?
Place.
Back to the canoe, and I go, Nesta, move. It's like, you freaking waited for me. Couldn't you wait for me? He's like, an idiot. So he waited for me. Thank God. He didn't take the thing. He didn't take the.
What if you were like stuck there?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think of that one. Oh, wow. So we're sitting there going, move. Now the tarantulas, we've got to watch out for tarantulas above the trees. It's going to come down on us. All right. In there now, the anaconda is now getting aggressive, or they're on the hunt now. And so is the 3 meter long caiman, which are crocodiles, right? And the piranha, which is up to about this wide, this length.
And aggressive.
And they're aggressive. They're aggressive as hell anyway. So we're going, Nesta, let's move, man. Let's go. And it's like, where am I?
Hit someone on the head on the way.
Yeah, Indiana Jones movie. I'm thinking, what the hell, man? So Nesta, what'd you do to me? What'd you bring me? And when he landed, we landed on fire ants. So Nesta's been bitten on fire ants. It's like, oh shit. I go.
Fire ants.
Fire ants.
That's like dangerous too.
Like, what the hell, man? Nesta, you brought me. It's like I was in an Indiana Jones movie. I felt like that. It's like danger everywhere.
You got the experience
Like
there.
that. You got to watch out. Watch this. Watch out. Watch it. Move.
You just need a big boulder to come down and
That's it. You know. Or
have your hat.
Or darts coming at me. It's like just like all right, that way the Indians. You know? And then what was it? Then we're drinking a lot of water, right? So we've
Bottled water?
Well, it was bottled water. A lot of it was bottled water, but there was also water which we had to prepare. That I remember. And like we're in this place now in the same area because you can't go back now. It's too late. So sleeping in a place where the only thing that keeps that building someone coming in is the fly screen.
Really?
Right? So what are you doing? Every 10 minutes, I have to go to the toilet for pee because I've been drinking so much water to keep hydrated.
And plus, is it warm? Was it warm?
Oh, it's warm. It's warm.
So
but you got a machete in your hand too, and you got the torch.
And you're thinking,
and you're watching. There's tarantulas everywhere, but that's not the main problem. Jaguar.
You just got the net.
It's gonna kill us. You're gonna kill us. I got the machete. I got Nessa's machete with me, and he's asleep and I'm peeing. It's like any second he could be attacked at any moment. You don't know.
He could be messing with you too, yeah.
Nah, but you know those.
But you don't know
because it's like you're in America, or you're in Africa.
Yeah,
you
don't know if he is or isn't.
Who, Nesta? Who?
Yeah, if he's just kind of.
No, he's asleep. You can see I've left him in the.
No, but what I mean is like getting you in these like situations, and you know,
are you trying to kill me, Nesta? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
you know. So, but he was a nice guy. I don't think so. He was a nice guy.
No, but you know, when you have someone new out of their comfort zone, sometimes you know, make them a little bit nervous. You know, even though you know they're safe, you know, you just feed them a little bit of information, make them a little bit on edge.
Oh, of course. You enjoy them getting scared.
Yeah, but he probably felt 100% safe. You know, like it's nothing.
He was scared too, especially with the tarantulas coming out.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I want to see my family. Yeah, no shit. It's like if you're scared, look at me. You know, I don't like to. I've got a bit of arachnophobia.
Yeah, well, they're freaky anyway.
You're just looking at the massive black tarantulas. They've got their own tunnels.
But tarantulas are pretty passive, aren't they? But they just look. They look lethal.
There's a few species.
But I know people keep them for pets.
There's a few species. My brother's got a couple of them.
Yeah.
The last time I heard, he had a couple of them. You know, and they lived up to 20
Apparently
years.
they make good pets.
Yeah, they live up to 20 years.
Yeah.
You know? And they're very gentle.
But that's what I heard.
There's
but
a
they
couple
look
of species. There's a couple of species.
Probably wild ones are different.
Different story, right?
Yep.
So you don't want that, you know? You don't want to find out the hard way. It's like, oh,
yeah, I heard they're good pets. And
yeah. But there was a lady in the group. They were not in our group, but I wasn't there.
One of the groups.
They put one on their face. You know,
like a wild one.
Yeah. And I was like, look, they're safe. Really, they're safe.
But still, they look.
Run.
They look pretty freaky.
Well, yeah, we've got tarantulas. We've got funnel webs here. Not here, in Sydney. And I've seen one, up close and personal. They'll kill you in 15 minutes if you get a big enough male, get you. You know, so, and they're aggressive as hell. They will sit, lift the legs up, going, come on. Go, yeah, no worries.
So you made it out alive there.
Yeah, it was great. It was great, right? It was the monkeys, the dolphins, the river dolphins. They got river dolphins.
Wow, river dolphins.
Yeah, I had a crocodile in my hand, a small one. You know, a little caiman in my hand. You know, I've got pictures. I had, monkeys. I had, what do you call it, the sloth. The sloth was in my arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh, I loved it.
Sloths,
we had two American women, one from Canada, one from Los Angeles, one from Las Vegas, and the one came from Las Vegas just for the sloth. She was obsessed with it.
Is that where they are? Just there?
Well, there are some of them. They're there.
Yeah.
Because I held one. I said, here, you love them. Here, take it. More than I will carry it. You know, you carry it.
Well, that's cool. You got to hold one.
Oh, I did. Eventually, I did. I mean, it was awesome. What else was there? There was a lot of insects. One like a centipede smells like apple, candy apple.
Yeah, sweet.
It's like yummy. You go, don't do that. It's like just a bite. Just
you want to?
No. It smells of delicious candy apple.
Yeah.
You know, there's trees with spikes hanging like that. There's millions of them on the trees.
It's like another world,
they're about like that. You know, it's like who's going to touch that? And the spikes are like thin as, and you can't. You fall onto them, you're dead. That's what I'm believing. You'll be pierced too many times. You'll bleed out. You know,
like another world.
You know, like that. There's different things. You know, in about 10 meters, there's up to about 300 different species of trees, for example.
Yeah.
Well, you need to go.
No.
You know, it's a different thing. You got to have really strong insect spray. I had 2 Aussies with me at one stage, and I'm walking, and they're going, John, because you got the spray that you used, it's a really strong spray. They said there's this group of mosquitoes following you.
It's a cloud
behind. There was a cloud of mosquitoes following you from behind. They can't touch you because you got the spray, but they still want you, but they can't touch you.
Yeah.
And it's behind you. I'm going, really? No, don't waste it. Use it on yourself, like that, you know. And peyote, what do you call it? In the group, in the thing, there was a medicine man comes in and gives you the
papaya.
No, it was a drug. It was a drug to give you a high and to see visions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Peyote. So,
it's like a ceremony too, yeah?
Yes, they use it in ceremonies.
It's like DMT kind of stuff.
Is it?
Kind of.
I never took it. I just thought...
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ayahuasca. You did ayahuasca?
I didn't do it. The others did it. I said, how'd you go? We're throwing up everywhere.
Apparently that's what they do, yeah. That's part of it.
But that's the first time. If you use it enough times, you probably get used to it. Then you have your visions. You know,
I heard it's a pretty foul taste, but
is it?
That's what I've seen. Ayahuasca. But the effect sounds interesting. You know?
Yeah, that's it. That was it. I didn't do it. I was the main thing.
Why not, Johnny? All right, we got to go back together. Do ayahuasca.
Let's go back, and then we'll go find a jaguar. You know? That I didn't see.
I don't want to see a jaguar.
But the tarantula, the piranha, I was chasing piranha a lot.
You were chasing, like you wanted to find?
Catch him.
Yeah.
I was trying to catch him. I was like, come here, you. Yeah. As soon as you put your meat in, boom, you gone.
Smart.
You pull up, they're out. Like, you bastard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was hoping to get the big ones. But the big ones are in their tributaries, river tributaries, smaller, you know. That's where I was with a canoe, a small canoe, and I was like that. The big ones...
In the open.
In the open, there's the small ones. And people... And I thought, geez, I'm tough. You know, I'm tough. I was in the Amazon jungle, in the Amazon River with the piranha.
Swimming around.
You cruise, go around the corner, on another kilometre down the road, and there's kids swimming in the water all day. So much for me being so tough.
Let's not take any photos of that.
No, it's like, but it's like, but I did know that at the time, and I was like, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah, but in your mind, you're thinking,
in your mind, I was ready. You know, I was like, don't bite me.
So you know mentally you're ready, so that's tough.
That's tough, isn't it? Tough. You're stepping inside.
Yeah.
Piranha.
Believing that piranha's there.
Knowing it's there. They were everywhere. Because wherever you put your stick,
you did they got you. So you know they're in there. Yeah.
You know they're everywhere. You know, different sizes, different species, but the big ones are the big ones you don't want.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the water, but there were people swimming. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, all right. I didn't know at the time, but I still thought, I'll get us out of this mud bank.
Yeah. What you did?
And the American girls were taking photos of like, it was lovely knowing you. You know, it's like,
yeah.
But you're being as careful as quiet as possible because there's also crocodile too.
Oh, anacondas and everything.
Everyth's there. It's like, shit, take a smorgasbord.
So people in your group, or
you ever tried Greek meat? It's like that.
Tender.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What was that question?
So, like, did you know people that did the ayahuasca?
I asked people who I didn't know that might just.
Oh yeah,
acquaintances. I knew who you are. I can see you.
Yeah.
So how'd you go? Oh man, I was throwing up. You know.
Yeah.
Any visions? Nah. Like really? So I thought
just hours of throwing up. Then
I didn't miss anything, Ray.
Yeah. Sounds like you didn't.
None of them. They did a whole group of them. Did it? None of them had anything positive to say about it. They were just throwing up.
Oh.
Feeling sick and throwing up. Thought, I can get past that. I'll miss that one.
Yeah.
I said, I'm ready to go do some more traveling.
Yep.
Well, you guys throw up and, got a hangover or whatever it is you got. I'm cruising again now. I'm out.
I wonder how different it is to doing like DMT.
I don't know what that DMT is.
DMT, oh. That's an interesting. I think there's 2 different kinds. Just what I've seen on the internet. But anyway, one makes you see visions, and the other one doesn't. Apparently,
I met this girl. She was she used magic mushrooms. She goes,
that's
an
another
LSD
one.
or something. She goes, John, you got to try it, not to make
Yeah,
yourself addict.
no, a lot of people.
She goes, my mind.
They say microdosing on mushrooms.
Microdosing.
Yeah,
She said
makes
like,
people
my mind
feel
expanded.
relaxed and
So
something like that.
she had these visions. She had visions. She goes, you ought to try it. I said, I'd like to try it.
Mike Tyson likes to do mushrooms. I've seen.
Yeah, your cousin.
No, Mike Tyson.
Does he?
Yeah, he does them like on the.
He was at Las Vegas when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to see him, they said tomorrow he'll be here. You got to pay $400 to see him. I thought to myself, well, I've got to keep an eye on my spending because I'm traveling the world. But if I knew that I'd still have plenty when I finished, I would said, Mike Tyson, $400. You know what I mean? I'll be back tomorrow. It's like,
Put your fist next
Tyson,
to his face.
dude. Can you imagine that? When do you get a chance to meet Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Really, honestly, fuck.
It's a legend.
I got this from Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Remember the other black cap I used to wear? It said New York, New York. That's from me. That's from the New York casino.
Ah.
It's a
that's a
you walk
cool
in, it's
casino.
like you're in Brooklyn. You're in
Yeah.
Another casino you're in. There's the Eiffel Towers coming out of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Another place you got the casino. I spent a lot of time in Caesar's Palace. That's huge.
So, wait, what did you do after you left South America?
South America.
Did you go to another place in South
you
America?
You go back to Lima. Then I went to, I think it was Cusco, which is where it's really high up. Then you from Cusco, then
You did the Machu Picchu.
you went to Machu Picchu. You went through the Andes. It's a 5-hour long trip through with the train.
Walking?
No, train. No, walking. No. You're going through the Andes. No, it's
on the train.
Yeah, it's 5 hours
On the train.
on the train.
Jeez, that's
There
a
was
long
also
time.
there was also one stage there was like a rock fall. You had to stop for the rock fall because there was rocks coming down from the mountains.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, the Andes are beautiful, Ray. They're beautiful. That's an experience. Just that is an experience. It's the Andes. It runs down along all along most of the South America on the west side. You know what I mean? So it's the whole mountain range.
And where do you end up?
Well, I think you end up down Chile or something, or Argentina.
Oh, so you're traveling down.
But I didn't go that far. When I was in Peru, I got off at Agua Calientes, which is the little town, which is above or below. Was it above or below? I think it's below Machu Picchu.
Okay.
So normally people get there. When I got there, you stay in the town. You do your
Climatize.
You climatize, and you do a bit of shopping and eat. And when you look around, you cruise around. It's a nice place. It's a beautiful, nice little place. And then you go the next day. You book in, and then you're there at 5 o'clock in the morning with hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning, everyone's ready to go on the buses because you've already booked and you paid.
So is that the way that people go?
Yeah, and
bus all the way up.
You can walk it. You can walk it.
Yeah, for those ambitious people.
The ambitious people walked it. I'm just like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Take me up.
Just take me up, drive me along. And you're missing places, and they really drive really erratic.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. And you get there, and it's like you can do it in a week, an hour or two. You can go through Machu Picchu. I was there for 5 hours. I just kept going around and around and around. And there's a trail to go up higher, and I was in clothing in case it's cold. And I was drenched. It's like you threw me into the pool, dropped me off at the pool, and pulled me back out.
Because of the heat, or just
the heat?
The heat's hot up there.
Yeah, because there's also a trail to go down, 2-3 kilometer trail. It doesn't sound long, but when it's like that,
that's long. Yeah,
it's like you are exhausted. And then when you're coming down, it's easy. Going up is the killer, and people did that every day there. At one stage, Machu Picchu. They abandoned the place. They took them 70 years to build it, but they abandoned the place because they were worried about the conquistadors. The Spanish conquistadors going to come and get them. They never found it.
So what do you mean?
the Spanish conquistadors,
Yeah.
the colonists, the imperialists, they invaded.
Oh, you mean back at those times?
In those times.
I thought
in
you
those
meant
times.
like when you were there.
No. The conquistadors, when they were building it,
Yeah, okay.
it took 70 years to build it. And there's one section there, and they're all putting their hands on this thing right above, on the height of Machu Picchu. There's some sort of sacred thing, stone, and they're all touching. They're going, you can feel the energy. I'm thinking, I feel nothing. Doesn't mean it's not. Just because me, just because I didn't feel it, others were feeling it. You know, more sensitive to people to energy. Yeah. They could feel it. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. And I'm cruising around again and again and again. I'm going
on the bus or just walking.
No, I'm walking. You're walking. You're in Machu Picchu now.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm making the most of this. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You see, I might never come back.
Yeah.
You never know.
True. Yep.
So instead of being there for an hour or two, I'm there for 5 hours. You know, and you see some of the places. You think you're sitting on this nice grass and so forth, and you know, near the edge, close to the edge, in the high build to the cliff, and then you go to another section of Machu Picchu, and you look and you go, and there's another where you were sitting before. You go, look at the drop. Oh my God. You know, and
you were just there.
And you were just there, like
a gust of wind and
yeah. Think yourself, Jesus Christ. You see, so it's an experience. And again, experience everywhere.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, Machu Picchu is good, but you got to get there quickly because I think they're talking about 5 years ago. They were talking about shutting it down. Too many people.
Yeah, I heard.
You're looking at 10,000 people, I think, a day.
Yeah, I heard something similar.
There were so many people when I was there. You see, so but I enjoyed it. I was there for 5 years, and you got people asking you, you want to pay me, and I'll guide you. So that's all right. I'm listening, passing by some guide, and he's talking in English. And I was like, and you said, so you walk in, you're getting your own tour guide for free because they're ripping you off.
Oh, what do you mean?
They're trying to, because you know you're a Westerner. They think they put the price up. You know, one tour guide for an hour or two to explain everything to you.
You're listening to other people's
getting the tour guides. You're walking past. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, just looking on this side, and you can hear all the information.
And then you're walking past the deck room. And there's another tour guide there, and you're listening, going,
That's a good traveling tip right there.
That's good, you know.
Just walk next to groups.
Yeah, they're trying to rip you off. You're like, get stuffed.
Well, they're just trying to make some money.
They're trying to make, but not
as much money as they can.
Not by scamming. If you're being honest, be honest. But when you're scamming me, no, sorry, I'm not interested. If you're trying to make it money,
but you got a free,
a few things. I heard a few things.
Yeah,
I heard that 70 years. Took 70 years to build this thing, and then they took off because they were scared of the conquistadors. There you go. That was from the tour guide. I'm passing by. Oh, this is great. Yeah, really. Thank you. You know, so it was beautiful. Beautiful place. Nice, Ray. You got to go.
I'm going to go.
You got to go.
If I'm allowed to.
If you're allowed to.
Oh. I sort out the babysitting.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that sort of thing.
I don't want to take my kids there. I don't think it's appropriate. Not now. Maybe when they get older.
When they get older, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Cusco, for example, man, the height.
Higher. I did hear you got to acclimatize for a week or like they say a week or two.
Is it? I was only there for a few days, so I didn't get that chance. And it's a killer.
Oh, well, not to feel sick. Apparently, you might get sick.
Really?
If you hike up Machu Picchu.
There's also people who've gone, there's 2.5, 4, up to 4 kilometers high or something, Andes Mountain they go to, and there's all snow and everything. And I met these people, and they said, we did the track. I was like, really? It's like, what track? 4 or 5 days of it. It's like, really far.
Yeah,
I haven't got time for that.
The Inca Trail you got there.
Yeah, some people hike to Machu Picchu.
Yep, I know.
From miles and miles away. You know, 2-3 days.
Because they want to be immersed in how it was. You know.
Yeah,
this is what the ancients did.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I don't have the time.
I've got the time.
Bust me up.
I've got the time. Yeah, no, but this is from Agua Calientes, the town, to Machu Picchu. They've also got people walking. But you just go, forget it. Bus.
Yeah, no thanks.
I've got time for that. Yeah, I'm not going to get tired.
Maybe later in life.
Yeah, when you get tired, I'm thinking, no, I want to enjoy the thing and not go, I'm tired. You know, so there's so many people, so many things to see there.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And from there, you did the whole Andes train thing.
Back to the other place. the town next to Cusco.
Yeah.
From Cusco across. Then from Cusco, flew across to back to Lima. I was there for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
From Lima, went to
Well, sorry, Johnny. What's the language like?
Spanish, Espanol.
Like very heavy?
Espanol.
Espanol?
Yeah, it's not many people speak English.
Oh, yeah. So it's good to learn
So it's hard
Espanol.
it's hard to learn it. Hard to get to communicate to many people.
Yeah.
People in the hostel, yeah, fine.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, there's also hostel people who they will send someone to pick you up at the airport, which is really nice.
Yeah.
There's some
English
hostels-
speaking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good
One-
to learn
one
Espanol
didn't.
for the experience.
One didn't. They forgot all about me.
Yeah.
And I'm in I think it was in Egypt. It's like, hey,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
waiting for the guy. Because you got guys waiting, Tashinides.
Yeah.
When you're waiting, it's like, there's no Tashinides here. Oh, we forgot to. Yeah, you did forget. You forgot to pick me up.
Jeez, in Egypt, yeah.
Yeah, in Egypt. Wow. So,
Yeah, so where did you fly from there?
from there, I went to America,
You went to the,
the
US.
United States of America.
US of A.
US of A. Went to Los Angeles, landed there.
Oh, so you landed in LA, yeah.
Los Angeles, LA.
What was your impression of LA?
Oh, I loved it. America's
Yeah?
awesome. The ones.
I love America.
Me too. Have you been? Have you been?
Yeah, I've been a few times. I don't really like LA, to be honest.
You don't? What's
Nah.
wrong with it?
West LA's alright.
So you don't like the blue skies and the lovely warm weather, and so you're telling me?
I don't like the homeless situation.
I didn't see many homeless.
No? Did you go to Hollywood?
I went to Hollywood.
What do you think of Hollywood?
It's
Not what you
everywhere.
thought, eh?
No, it's not. That's not. No, I saw the. Did you see the shot? You saw the name, the signal, the
Sign.
sign. But I saw
Yeah.
it from a distance.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it's
are we
pretty
going to go
far
past
away.
that? Nope. Oh,
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I saw it from distance too. I was like,
damn it! Did you saw the Chinese
Theatre?
theater
Yeah,
With
that's
all
the
the
only
imprints and-
fancy part. Yeah.
imprints and that? And the feet. Did you go to United Studios? I went there.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you go there?
I like that.
You like that? I was going to go to Disneyland, but there was $400 to get from my place to them.
Oh, then you got to get tickets to get in.
I
And then
got
it's
tickets. I already paid the ticket. $90 for a ticket. I didn't even see it.
$90.
$90 for a ticket.
Oh,
I
US
bought-
maybe.
Was it?
It's pretty expensive now.
No. This
It's like
is
$250.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, I looked it up recent.
Far out. I was 90. This is 2018. That wasn't long ago.
Ah,
But yeah, from there,
unless
Hollywood,
I'll have to check that
Beverly
again.
Hills. You've seen? Because
Yeah.
you know what I do normally? I use the
Hop on?
on off bus.
Yeah, the hop on, hop off bus.
That's the
Yeah, same.
That's the thing.
That's what I like
They
to
give
do
you
too. Get into a new city or a country or whatever. I look for that first because it takes you directly to all the attractions.
That's right.
But at the same time, you're looking around,
Of course.
and then you kind of see the distance from each attraction,
Yeah.
and then gives you a good sense of scale of the city.
And
Do a couple of loops, and then you feel like, oh yeah, I've seen this place, and then you go on feet, on foot.
exactly.
Yeah, it's a smart way to check out.
I did a lot of that from a lot of countries.
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the best place. New York. Oh man.
Yeah, I love
Definitely.
New York.
New York. That was amazing. I did that a lot. I did that the on-off bus. I go for a couple of days. I think I did it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I thought, I like the Statue of
best
Liberty
way,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and so
It's good to see it in person. I think New York, I love New York because when I got to New York, it was like, this is what I expected of New York. It's very grand, like concrete jungle, a lot of skyscrapers,
Did you see the bull?
The bull?
You see the bull?
The Wall Street bull?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you get a photo with it?
Yeah.
I had some gay guys, not judging,
That's all right.
but one gay
With
guy
the balls,
there,
eh?
he's holding their balls like.
I think even straight guys do that.
I didn't get any urge for that.
Because, I don't know, when we were there, it was like, that's where you take the photo.
Well, yeah, but there was nothing wrong with that. But it's like, there's so many people trying to get photos. Like, my turn.
Yeah, it is
let
like
me get in
that.
there.
Yeah, the Wall Street bull.
Did you go to the towers where the towers were?
Which one? Oh, yeah, on Ground Zero. Yeah.
Did you go?
Oh, I just
you go?
walked around and had a look. Yeah.
I went into the museum. $26 to get in there. It's worth it.
Mm.
It's worth it. And there's
I want to go back, so I'll have to check it out.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's parts of the building there.
Mm.
The parts of the foundations are there. The tower. They got the two towers.
twin towers,
And one
yeah.
had that big pole.
Yeah, one had the pole there.
It's part of that pole's in there as well.
Mm.
And it's like, Jesus, I'm looking at the pole. That
used to be raised up there.
Way up high.
Yeah.
And you got all the metal, the outside metal, the exoskeleton sort of thing that kept the strength. That was the strength. And they're all twisted. Some of them turned and twisted a bit.
Wow.
You know, it's like, say, this is really part of it.
Yeah.
And then you walk in and there's everyone's who's there, who died, there's a picture of them.
Oh, wow.
And I think if I remember right, you can also press a button.
3,000 plus, yeah.
3,000, I think it's 3,400, I'm not sure, 3,200. But you get to see who they were a little bit and a little bit of who they are and the story.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
That's nice. That was nice. At the same time, when you see so many people, you go, far.
Yeah.
This is a lot of people who died.
It's a big American
You think
sacrifice.
3,000 something. But when you go there, Ray, you see that many people, the pictures.
Yeah, you
hits you,
understand.
oh, shit. There was a lot of people.
It's not just a number, it's
Yeah.
people's livelihoods. Eh?
Yeah. Like they say, you kill a man, you're a murderer. You murder 1 million people, you're a conqueror. It's just the name, the numbers. You know, but when you see there many people, you go, it's a different story.
Yeah.
You know. But it was a lovely place, and New York was.
Yeah.
But Los Angeles.
I love New York.
Did you go to Las Vegas?
Yeah, I love that too. That's my second favorite
Isn't it
in
awesome?
the States. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like a grown-up playground, eh?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You know, there's so many things to see, huh?
Oh, so many things.
Did you go where there was the gondolas?
No, like when I went, the water was drained. So
Was it?
yeah, so they weren't doing any of that.
Bummer.
Yeah,
They were singing, "Oh, sole mio."
yeah,
And they go, hey, it feels like I'm in Italy. Yeah.
yeah.
And then I was in Italy later on anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, Jesus Christ. And you know,
It's good, eh? I love. Las
you know,
Vegas.
the guys who were magicians, and they used to...
Penn and Teller.
No, Penn and Teller, I know them. But the ones who used to deal with tigers and so forth.
Oh yeah,
One of them
yeah,
just
yeah.
died.
Yep.
I saw him. I took videos of him when he was there because we went to there was like a zoo part of the casino. You got your white tigers, you got your leopards, black leopard, panthers, and all sorts of things. So it's a little zoo there, you know. And you go there, and there he is, and it's like, hello, and you're taking photos of him. It's like, wow, it's him.
Yeah,
It's
in
him.
flesh.
In the flesh, you know. And what else is there? I mean, all the casinos.
man.
Did you go to all the casinos? I'd go every 3.
Yeah, we did walked up and down the strip, you know. So much to see. Yeah? I would
So
go
much.
back. It's good.
Excuse me. Did you go to Grand Canyon?
Yeah, south, I think.
You've been
Yeah.
to Grand Canyon? That was
Yep.
great. I thought it was boring after a while. It's like,
Didn't want to say anything, just in
boring,
case
isn't
you
it?
thought that was amazing.
yeah.
No, it is like it's amazing to see it in person, but then
Yeah.
after a while, you're just like just on a big cliff.
Yeah. You know, it was really nice. I think I saw a condor
Oh, really? That's nice. Yeah.
in the distance. Very
Oh,
far
you sure
away.
it was a condor?
It was big. You know, from a distance, it was still big.
yeah.
Thinking, wow, because they've got them. They're reintroducing them. Or, you know, it's like, well, it's got to be that because it's all black. And it's like, you know, the really good wingspan. It's like, wow, I'm looking at opposite. I must be looking at a condor.
Yeah.
An anaconda.
I think what makes the Grand Canyon impressive is when they show the scale. Like, you know, they put like the skyscrapers next to the Grand Canyon, and then you see like, oh wow,
And you're standing right on the top.
yeah.
And anything not much.
But when
there
you're
to hold-
there, it just feels like you're in a tall building looking around.
Yeah, you just don't realize
you
how
just-
big it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Until you do, then you
scale.
know, like, oh, yeah. Even the tallest building would be like, you know,
Tiny to it.
I don't know about tiny, but obviously not tall enough.
Well, that's true. Okay, yeah. Well, no. Some parts of it up to a kilometre deep.
I-
The Burj Khalifa would be the only thing that's really
yeah,
pretty
close
to
to
it.
Close.
You know, some parts of it. You know, so, and did you see some of the rocks? That you go further and further down. Like there's a rock here, another 10 feet, and there's another rock, and there's a description about them and how old they were.
Oh,
You know,
no.
there was when I was there was like, you go further and further, and they get older and older and older as you're building up, going higher and higher, and all of a sudden you've got, and there was a deer as well. I saw a deer, and I met some American Indians. You know,
Did you?
yeah, I forgot the name of the group, but they came from that area. You know, and they're selling. They had the little shop, and they were selling, you know, trinkets and so forth, and souvenirs. And it's like, you're American Indian, aren't you? You're real. Oh, let me just poke you. Yeah, that's right. You know. But I didn't bother me because I already met a Sioux Indian whose I think their relatives were at Little Bighorn. You know, when Custer died? General George Custer?
I don't know.
You
don't know the history.
You don't know the history? It's another thing. Well, it's a stand where the General George Custer split for half of his men, and they went and were attacking a whole group of Sioux Indians, the Oglala Sioux, which is a group of people, a tribe, and they surrounded the American soldiers, the Union soldiers, and killed every one of them with George Custer as well. You know, so that if you look up George Custer, the last stand, the Americans hated that because he was a very famous man, very famous general. But so
Las Vegas, and then after you did
Las Vegas, did you see what else did you see in Las Vegas? I saw all the casinos. Did you see the casinos?
Yeah,
you did that. That's the main thing. I was going to go get some machine gun. You know the machine guns?
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
I was thinking that's a little bit.
Did you do buffets?
Buffets is good. Yeah, you do a lot of buffets there. What else? From there, went to I think it was San Francisco.
San Fran. Yeah.
The cable
Alcatraz?
car. The cable car. You see the cable car? Did you hang out the cable car? Did you do it?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Wasn't it?
I think.
It was.
Cool. You're like hanging on the side.
Yeah. And there's another one coming.
And you can just like put your hand up.
Yeah, boom. You know. What about the seals?
The seals. Yeah.
So what about Alcatraz? Did you go to Alcatraz?
Yeah.
I went to Alcatraz. I went there too. I felt at home there. I don't know why.
Did you get that feeling again with the?
It's like just I feel like kicking.
Feel at home.
I'm home again. So Alcatraz. What about Golden Gate Bridge? I crossed that. Did you? Well, walked it. I walked it. Did you walk it?
Yeah, I got family in San Fran, so I've been there a couple of times.
You've been there? Yeah. Oh, San Francisco. Oh, so you've crossed that bridge?
Yeah, didn't jump off.
Didn't jump off? Didn't get the urge? No. Because you look.
Although you do look down, you just think like, what? Yeah.
I could do it. Yeah, I could do it. And
they say like if you did jump, the impact that your feet would make on the water would shatter your whole legs. Huh?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only been like a handful of survivors.
I heard that. But when you look down,
maybe not even a handful.
Did you see porpoises?
What's that?
Dolphins, porpoise, like a dolphin group, family of the group. And like it's like dolphins. We can say dolphins.
It's a big bay.
Similar.
Yeah.
And they're all crossing underneath. It's like, whoa, man. Oh, yeah? There's the mother and there's little babies. Like, shit, you know? And there's a floating body.
Yeah.
I'm only joking. No.
Oh, yeah.
What else is that? What you saw Fisherman's Bend? Fisherman's...
Wharf?
Fisherman's Wharf, sorry.
Did you see a lot of crabs?
I didn't see many crabs, but
You got to go in the season. Crabs everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like on the, selling them.
Selling them, right. But what about what was it? There was something about it. The baseball and stuff. It's very expensive to go and see a
baseball? Game. I didn't see baseball. Saw an NFL game, though.
Did you? Sorry,
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, Raiders versus New York.
Was that good?
It's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, it's more the atmosphere than the actual game.
That's what you go for. That's what we go for. We were just there because we were just visitors.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see. I just wanted to go just to see and say, yes, I've been to one.
Yeah, exactly.
They were $400 or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And I'm thinking, I've just started my travel, so I better be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just started a month before, or a few weeks before, so 2 weeks before.
Oh, so you would have gone to New York, and then from New York you went somewhere?
No. I went to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington.
Oh, you went to Washington where?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah. I stayed out there in front of the White House. I saw the White House. The White House, what was it? I'm jumping here. It was the White House. It was... You see everything, Congress. I was outside Congress, but they had a bottle. They said, you're not taking it in. They go, this is a $90 bottle. Get stuffed, Right. So and then I should have. I regret that I didn't go into Congress. The Washington Art Museum. You had Leonardo da Vinci's painting there. You had Rembrandt, and I'm looking at Leonardo da Vinci's paintings, 2 of them. I'm like, this is real. You know, it's like I'm in it. You know, and there's so many compartments, rooms to go to. There's so many rooms, you know, to see, experience. There's so much to see. You know, and I had this gay guy trying to pick me up.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's all the time.
Yeah, one of the guards, he's sitting there trying to pick me up. Like, yeah. He goes, and he's like, I'm cruising around just like everybody else. Like, excuse me, sir, do you want a hand? I'm going, no. Here's my email and here's my telephone number. Why? What do you want? What's going on here? You know, it's like, oh, call me if you need any questions, have any questions. And
he probably thought you were just like so foreign that you don't know what to do. You know?
You're right.
I've had people do that too.
I was doing fine.
But now that you think about it.
Yeah, see? You thought, oh, they're just very friendly people. No. There was something else there, man. There was everybody else. There was just, why'd you pick me? I just looked like a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, why pick me? You know, so I went there. And what was it? The White House. I was in front of the White House.
Yeah.
You know, I was told the Secret Service people, hey, tell Trump I'm there. And
throw a rock.
We'll do a coffee. We'll have a coffee. And they go, he's looking at me. He's like, all right, no sense of humour.
Close there.
No sense of humour, huh? And they got machine guns. They had assault rifles. You know, and I went to the front, and you go to the back as well. You can see the back is really nice, the front and the back. I went there. A lot of the institutes, a lot of the institutes.
In DC.
Yeah, where you go, you see a lot of the. I saw the first plane, the Wright brothers plane. It was some of the parts were not authentic, but most of them was the Wright brothers. The Kitty Hawk, it's called. It was a Kitty Hawk. That's the first plane. So that was there, and then you saw a lot of this. No, it's a Kitty Hawk. It's called the Kitty Hawk.
Oh, I'm saying it's cool.
Oh, it's cool. I thought you saw a Skyhawk. No, that was cool. There was also, you know, the aero, the space, the NASA stuff. Like, and there was even a V2 rocket in there. You know the V2 rockets?
Not really.
All right. World War II.
Yeah.
The Germans had the V1 rocket, which was you could follow it and you could shoot it down. They'd launch it from France. It'd go into London and explode. Then
long
you
distance,
could follow it. You know, or you can shoot it down and you could hear it. You could hear it coming. It made this weird noise, and you could see it. You know, because it's coming in, and everyone was just shooting at it, and you know, planes and everything, and they shoot it down. But the V2 was a proper rocket, you know, and it'd come up and hit at about a ton or 2 tons of explosive and killed hundreds of people probably. And that was too fast to shoot down. You couldn't see it, and it was supersonic.
Oh.
So, and there was
had one of those.
Yeah. Had one of those in there. You know, so and it had all these old what do you call it? It had everything there. Crystals you couldn't believe were beautiful crystals. You could walk into one of the buildings, one of the flying machines, you know, space machines. You could anything you wanted to have it there.
There's a lot to do in DC, huh?
There's a lot to do in DC. There's a lot to see. A lot to see. I was what else did I do? Oh, Washington DC. I saw a lot of places where one of the most important, the
Lincoln
Declaration of Independence.
Oh yeah.
That you go walk in, it's all dark. The room is dark, and you go in there. No photos, no flashing, no nothing.
I didn't see this.
Flash. You know. Oh, Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Memorial. I was all through there. You see the main stuff, right? You go there and you see. You go, oh, it's fucking awesome. You know, it's amazing. All the Vietnam War. 58,000 men killed. All the names of the American men who were killed in Vietnam. I saw that too. These are popping in my head now as well. Good food there as well. Washington was lovely. Lovely. I love Washington. I'll go back there anytime.
Yeah.
What else?
Kate's got family in Washington, so we went there a few years ago.
Oh, right. There you go.
Yeah. We also went to, what do you call that place? Maryland.
Maryland's? I heard of Maryland's, but what's that again?
Well, it's like another state area next to Washington, D.C.
I heard, yeah, okay. It's very small.
It's small.
Very small.
But very, like they have a lot of crabs there and stuff, you know?
I heard of that. It's very well known. You know, known for crabs.
That was good food. Crab food.
Really? What else did I say? Washington D.C. Oh, the Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting there with Lincoln sitting there. You go. That's like, and do you notice the parks are immaculate? Immaculate.
Oh, parks, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, taxpayers' money.
That's it. And squirrels everywhere.
Squirrels,
I was
yeah.
feeding a
That's
squirrel. I
right.
was giving him some water. He was thirsty as hell. Well,
He's just scamming you.
See? Yeah. He said, then he spat in my bottle like, you bastard. Yeah. But no, there's a lot of good things there. A lot of Smithsonian Institute. That's
Yeah.
Smithsonian.
There's a few around.
There's so much to see there, right? So much to see.
Yeah.
But I got sick.
I think
there.
I've been to that one.
Yeah, I got sick there. I went before that. I went to Miami Beach. Did you go to Miami Beach? Miami
Like
Beach
in Miami?
Florida.
Oh, in Florida?
I went to Miami
I haven't
Beach.
been there.
That's
I need to
beach.
go there too.
That's awesome. Trust me. You walk out of your hostel and you're like,
Little Havana.
heat.
Oh yeah.
Fucking heat. Look, just a wall there.
Just that kind of tropical heat.
Yeah, and I swam there. I was swimming there for a couple of times, and then you see cops arresting people, and you go, "Bad boys, bad boys." Yeah, this is real. Yeah,
Bad boys.
What was he feeding for? What is he be arrested for? I don't know, but I didn't
In
know.
your head, eh? Bad boys, bad
Yeah,
boys.
that's it. You do. You hear it, and you're passing by people, and they're all smoking marijuana. You go, "Fuck you, stink,"
Yeah.
because it's theirs stinks.
Mm,
It
okay.
smells, you know.
Potent, maybe.
Yeah, and they're all in there. One guy's in these rollerblades. He goes, "Hey, man, you got something?" I go, no, but can you get away from me? You stink. Yeah, I'm not judging, but just like, you stink. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. You know, a lot of beautiful people. A lot of there was a, what do you call it? I'm jumping here. A lot of nice hotels there.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. You know, along the beach, because you're on the just. I was 200 meters from the
Oh, so
from the
beachfront,
from
eh?
the beach. 200 meters.
Yeah, no, I need to go.
It's beautiful.
Check
right?
it out.
Beautiful.
I heard it's nice.
But the water was really bad because
Oh, really?
they had just had a
Like flood.
hurricane
Hurricane, yeah.
further down, somewhere further down, and all this stuff
Murky
is
stuff, yeah.
coming in. You know, didn't care. Still swimming, and there's jellyfish and everything's like, oh, got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So I don't know how bad these jellyfish are. And you know, you're in the open. I mean, that's the Atlantic Ocean there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's sharks and stuff, and they're serious. And it's
Crocs too, yeah? Oh, alligators. Yeah.
Alligators. I was going to go to see the alligators. You couldn't see them because it was the wetlands. What do you call the Florida wetlands? The swamplands.
All right.
And you can go, but I didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
You know.
So from there you went up to DC?
Up to DC, from DC,
And then
that's
New
why I
York?
got sick as well
Oh,
I got
sick
sick
of
there.
like just...
because I got sick because it was raining. The
Oh,
temperature
like a
was
flu
so-
sick, yeah.
And by the time I got back to my hostel, I got sick. You know, because I just had a t-shirt. Because all of a sudden this massive downpour, and I was like freezing. Like by the time I got back,
that'll
and
make
then-
you sick.
So I was sick in New York. Then I took a bus to New York, 5 hour. I think it was. I can't remember how long it is, but it goes to New York. I went there and I was already sick for days.
Yeah.
But I was there for 8 days.
In New York?
In New York, I was
That's
there
a good
for
time.
days. But still, I didn't care. It's just I
You had a
don't
good
care.
time though?
So
Yeah.
good time, I don't care. I'm sick, I don't care about that. And then you go to Manhattan, you get the hostel there. They give you a couple of blankets, and it's freezing, and you're sick. I said, I need more blankets, and I'm paying you, and put some the heater on. You're not putting the heater on. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? His name's Sanchez. Owned it. Like, you moron.
It's pretty expensive in Manhattan though.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have
met a
to
nice
say.
black guy there. It's a good bloke. Keith Brown.
African American.
Yeah, African American. Hey, John, how you going, man? You know, so and he showed me around a bit. So, hey, Keith, let's go. And he's taking me to a Puerto Rican show
Oh yeah.
because they want their independence from America. And every time somebody pops their head up saying we want independence, bang, shot you dead. You know, assassinated.
Oh.
You know, because that's Americans don't want to let it go. So I saw a whole show with him and his mates, his friends. Got to meet his friends. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's cool, eh?
You know, you know, you get to New York, you got that big tree, in the summer, in the Christmas time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the big tree. I went there. It wasn't up yet. And I saw the ball. You know, the ball that drops.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
apple
ball
one.
that drops there in
New Year's
New
ball.
Year's ball. The New Year's ball. I saw that. That was going still at the time. And then when I was there, that was already just sitting there. But it was October. It was September going to October. It was October. Sorry, it was October. Start of October. Halloween was 3 weeks away. All right.
So they had a lot of
Halloween stuff starting. And I saw in New York. I saw Daniel Radcliffe in a show, 3-person theatre show. Broadway. You got to go see Broadway.
Yeah.
You got to go to Broadway, and they're $400-500, right, for a ticket. But I got it cheap for $90 because you got to shop around. Because once they can't fill the
yeah, they
seats,
need some seat fillers,
they start selling it cheap. It's like, I got one. Daniel Radcliffe, the guy from who's in charge, he was the Harry Potter.
Yeah. He was doing it. Eh?
He was doing it. He was good.
Yeah,
he's good. He's really good. Him and the other actor, I don't know who he is, his name, but they were brilliant. Brilliant. Another.
It's good to watch a Broadway show, eh?
At least one. You know, and then you got.
I don't think I've seen a Broadway show, but I saw the late night David Letterman.
I tried to get into those two in Hollywood. It wasn't Hollywood. It was the other guy that's playing at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I've forgotten his name, but it's like booked out. It's like bugger.
Yeah,
It'd be nice to be actually there.
Yeah.
So you saw Letterman? Did you? See?
Yeah, Letterman live.
What was that? What was that like?
It was good. I'm glad we did it because we were big Letterman fans, you know. Like when Kate and I got together, we used to watch it all the time.
It was good, wasn't
so
he?
Then when we got there, like it was just had to do it, you know. But the way they do it is like a lottery, you know. You can't just go to somewhere and pay for tickets. You have to put your email in, and then hopefully you get the draw. Yeah, so we were lucky we got the tickets.
That's right. It could be millions of people.
Oh yes, thousands of people wanting those tickets.
Far out.
Yeah,
it's
interesting though.
You were really lucky, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, but one thing that we realized is when you're in the crowd, it's true. They got someone and they got signs like applause. You know,
you clap, we'll throw you out.
As soon as someone puts up a sign and they start doing this, everyone does it. You know?
You have to do it.
You know, well, I don't know if you have to do it, but you know they strongly encourage you to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually saw Letterman in the flesh.
Yeah, that was good. And I don't know if you watched the show, but you know that little deli next to. They got the little deli. I forget what they call that deli.
I didn't see too much. I know. It's parts of it.
Yeah, Rupert. There's like another, character. Anyway.
Was there?
Yeah, it was good fun. I love New York. And so, where did you go from New York? You would have flew.
Did you go? Wait, before I forget, did you go to I mean, you know the Chinese theater in Los Angeles?
LA, yeah.
You saw the footprints and the thing.
Yeah.
You think some of these people have got really big, but they've got small hands, like.
Yeah, that's right.
He's not that big.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? You'd expect to get big. No. But not from New York.
Average.
Average. Who else was there? Did you go to Statue of Liberty? I got close to it, didn't land there.
Oh, no, we just went on the ferry next to it and saw it pretty close.
Yeah, that's it. Same one. Same one. That's all you need. What would you go there and stand there?
Actually, I want to go because I think you can climb. Yeah.
Not anymore.
They were doing renovations when we were there. That's why we didn't bother.
Yeah. You could go up to the top, right onto her crown through
the crown.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Crown. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, really?
No, not anymore.
Oh, with enough money, you can.
You probably can with enough money. Yeah. If you've got the money, who knows? Anything can happen in New York.
Oh yeah.
You know, but what else? New York. I flew over to.
You would have went Europe, yeah.
Went to Ireland.
Oh, Ireland, yeah.
I landed in Dublin.
Jeez, you went to Ireland.
I landed there. I want to see Ireland. You know, so.
What was that like?
Boring. It's boring. It was boring. It's so dark. It was dingy. Not dingy, grey. It was very grey.
Overcast.
Sorry, Ireland. It was very grey. And
change our minds.
Buildings are, prove me wrong.
Yeah. Fly us over there, show us the real Ireland.
So every place where I was, there was a pub everywhere.
Yeah.
A pub this, go around the corner, there's another
pub. That's cool.
There's another pub. So I listened to. I went to the hostel there, and it's really nice people. They're pleasant people. There's nothing wrong with them.
Of course, I'm sure.
They're minding their own business, do their own thing. They're not sitting. They don't think, you're a tourist. They don't care. It's just like, but the buildings were. A lot of the buildings were grey, and the
Stony
clouds are all
kind
grey. I went out of Dublin, and I went to little towns and I saw actual Viking stuff. When the Vikings had come in and settled there, and I'm looking at Viking crosses and so forth. And I think since they had converted to Christianity, and I saw some Viking like towers and that, like Viking stuff. You know, it's real Viking stuff. Look, just I'm touching it. Yeah, this is cool. You know, so it's like, wow, man, this is unreal.
It's a real touristy thing.
It's like, Jesus Christ. You know, you see Vikings on TV and everything. This is real Viking stuff. And then I went, you know, in the town, it's raining a lot, rained a lot. You know, so, and I was sitting there in this nice cafe, restaurant, eating delicious food there. And I was like, I like this, just absorbing the atmosphere.
Just taking it all in, eh?
The atmosphere. Beautiful. You know, but it was pretty boring in a way. Because
I just think of like green farm with stone fences.
Probably somewhere there, you know. So I was in there. You just jumped into a bus and did what normal tourist does, you know. If I had my chance, it was long enough, I'd hire a car and just cruise around. Because there's a lot of Ireland which is beautiful, but I didn't get to see it because I didn't have much time.
Yeah.
And I was also careful, being paranoid with my money.
Oh, you still got a few more countries and places to see, yeah? So
don't do anything stupid, John, because no one's there going to be paying you, giving you money.
Yeah, and plus you'll be thinking, you know, you want to see what you can do on the cheap. So one day you'll come back and then really invest into it, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I tell my fiance, it's like, you know, we'll go back.
Yeah.
You know,
and now you know to get a car.
Yeah.
Next time in Ireland.
Yeah. Then you do it by yourself, you know, because you got the itinerary. You can't break the itinerary.
Yep.
You can, but it's going to cost you a lot of money to do it, and it's going to cause you all problems. So I haven't got time. So you just a little taste of Ireland.
That's it. You're tasting first.
Yeah, a little taste there, you know, in Ireland. Then you went to London, and I should have stayed there longer. London's fantastic.
Yeah, I like London.
Buckingham Palace. You've been there?
I've been to London, not Ireland.
You've never been to Ireland, but
no,
not yet. Not yet, but Ireland is London. You went on and off bus, hop on bus.
I don't know if they had the bus there, but we went on the double-decker bus.
They did. I did it. I had a great time. They're beautiful. Some of the places are beautiful.
We had really good Indian food there. That's what I remember.
Yeah, okay.
The British Museum, that's a really good one. That's probably the best museum I've been to.
Really? I didn't know about that.
They hold a lot of Greek artifacts.
Yeah, they won't give them back.
Yeah.
They stole them. It's like, they're ours now.
You know where to get them. Get them back.
They got them from the Parthenon too.
Yeah.
And they won't give them back.
They got some of the original ones there, you know, on the
from the front and back.
Yeah.
It's like you're not giving them back. They stole them. And they're saying, and the Greeks keep telling them, we want to have stuff back, thanks. You know, and they're not giving them.
I wonder why.
Yeah, well, this is a hell of a tourist magnet, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was in Greece before that too. I was in Greece in May. This was in September, October, November, December. I went, but before that, in May, June, I was in Greece for 5 weeks.
Wow.
So I was on and off bus in Athens.
You
know, and I
to
the point where all the ancient stuff.
You went to the
up to here. I had enough.
Oh, you had enough.
I was like, I can't.
I love it because I don't see it. You know.
And guess what? One of my uncles found an ancient artifact, because my mum comes from a town, which is not a town; it's a little village. You think to yourself, it's a little shithole. Yeah, but that little shithole is over 2,000 years old.
Oh, way over that.
Way over. And then my uncle was digging there once, and he found this artifact that was too big to carry home, but it's now in a museum.
Oh, yeah.
And my other uncle goes to me here. He takes me around, and he's going to me, John, you look at that artifact, John. I said, oh yeah, it's ancient. Yeah, it's ancient Greek. You know, you can the writing and that. It's over 2,000 years old. The ancient Greeks were, you know, at their heights. And he goes, take a look at who found it. Like, you know, there was a name there. But that's your uncle. That's your other uncle. What? His brother-in-law. It's like, he goes, yeah. Your uncle found ancient Greek artifacts, which are now in the museums.
Yeah, wow.
I go, that's pretty like cool.
Sea floor of like.
Oh, what's that?
It's probably like a whole, you know, floor of ancient artifacts waiting to be discovered.
Oh,
You know?
it just keeps going.
Just under there somewhere.
Yeah, but that's the thing is as well. I'm pretty proud that this my uncle's just found
yeah.
that. It's like pretty cool.
You're probably related to a lot of like people that were involved back in those days.
I think it's King Leonidas from the Spartans. I'm not sure. Direct to Uncle Leon.
Unky.
But we're from the area close to the area where Alexander the Great came from.
Oh, so that makes sense.
See, Alexander the Great. So he was born in those areas close to us.
Mm.
You know. But I was going to say, there was like the Achithera. You ever seen the Achithera? I saw the Achithera.
Maybe. What is
mechanism? I think Archimedes, ancient genius Archimedes made it. It was high technology, sophisticated technology. All these gears and so forth. It was so precise. It took. He made this machine where you turned it and it gave you the constellations.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they put it on a ship going to a Roman ship going to Rome, and it sunk at a storm. In a storm.
Is that the computer thing?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. And they've just managed to figure out how to use it.
Wow.
And they said one scientist said,
computer almost.
Yeah. One scientist said if it hadn't sunk and we kept this going, we could be 2,000 years ahead of time where we are now. It's like, oh shit, we'll be up in the stars and stuff like that. You know. So pretty cool, huh?
Very cool.
So I was in Greece, right? How's this one?
Yeah.
How's this one? My uncle lives on the outskirts of Mindio, which is another town next to my mum's place. My mum's got a village only 3 kilometres apart from each other. Right? Oh, and we're at a park. We're at a party, an open party. The village has got an open party going on, dancing and singing and everything. And there's my cousins and so forth, and Greek, all fat family talking, dancing, and it's late at night. And my uncle's going, let's go, we're going home now. It's late. I said, it's all right, I'll walk home. He's going, no. Why not? There's wolves.
Oh.
Like, excuse me? Say that again. There's wolves. Like, are you having a joke with me? There's wolves. I'll tear you to pieces.
I'm sure.
I'm thinking, there's wolves? You're kidding me, right? It's like they'll find you. You're walking along because it's a long way to walk. It wasn't 3. It was about 4 or 5 kilometres. I'm not sure. And because you got to go over these round. It's not just straight.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like,
what I'm thinking.
there. And he said they'll find
Windy
you.
paths.
Yeah, and I said you better got a knife. You might kill one, but the other ones are ripping into your body.
Yeah, ripping your legs off.
Why not do that? Unless I had a sword or something. I'm thinking,
Even that.
Not good. All right, I'm coming home. It's like, far. How's that? Like, you got a problem with wolves. Like, in this part of the world, you got problems with wolves. Wolf packs. Like, this is great. Yeah, so Greece. But I went to Greece and seen some.
This is before you did the big one, yeah?
Yeah, because you went there for 5 weeks and you saw the Acropolis. You've been to Acropolis, right?
Yeah.
You've been there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Wow.
I had no idea before I went there.
It's brilliant.
More people need to
know
about
true.
it.
That's true.
It's basically like a massive temple on the...
It was a massive
mountain.
temple. It was a temple. I've seen...
It's a higher mountain. Like,
well, that's the Acropolis. Yeah. And there's the
the
temples
Acropolis, there. And then
the Parthenon is the one you normally see with the
Parthenon,
classic one.
The big temple, yeah.
Yeah, the big temple. That's the Parthenon. Then you've got the other temples and everything. The Temple of Athena and the Temple of this and that. And there's a lot of them there. But that was once I saw they made a remaking of it. It was really colourful. It wasn't just white. It wasn't white. It was just colours and flags and everything. Was
really?
There was this. Oh. If you see some of the ancient Greek, you see the ancient Greek
like the final
statues, right? If you go into microscopically, you'll see flecks of old paint that were there.
Really?
So what they were none of them were just white. None of them were white. They're all coloured. They're all pictures and people's faces and what you normally see. And then after thousands of years, they've lost the colour. You think, oh, they're all white. No, they weren't white. None of them were white. Even the buildings were coloured. Everything was coloured. Oh, wow. You see, they all coloured, or had the Parthenon where you saw the
would have been painted for sure.
They're all painted. So
pictures of like horses and people.
They're all gods. They're all the gods. If you see the top one, the ones you saw,
gods,
they were
yeah.
the gods. They were all different gods, and they're all painted. Everything was painted. Everything was all colourful.
Makes sense.
Beautiful. And normally you think, I sometimes think to myself, it looks better when it's just white.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I just thought
It looks better that way. It looks a lot more
I was
ancient.
just thinking, like,
It looks more ancient.
no,
you see?
there's a big chance someone's not going to color it in properly, and then you're going to be like, that looks better.
Because we're used to it's ancient and it's
It gives it a.
antiquity.
Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
That's right. It's, like that. But
But people got to go to Greece. I love Greece.
you've got to go to Hydra, the island.
I've been to Hydra.
You've been to Hydra?
Yeah, I loved
What'd
it.
you think of it?
I want to go back.
Fuck, that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, wow.
The water.
See, we hadn't studied anything Greece or anything. We didn't know. I don't know too many Greek people, but it was on our to-do list. And I love it, man. Like going to Hydra, I want to go back there again.
Did you go to Portos? Because there's a cruise. You go to Hydra, you go to Portos, and you go to.
Sounds like. And there's is it where the pistachio was?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went to 3 islands. Hydra.
Hydra, Portos.
Man, it sounds like I can't remember now. I just remember Hydra because I know I want to go back.
Yeah, that's what I told my fiance. She's got to come with me.
Yep.
I'll take her there. I said, spend a couple of days there. Because we
It's
were
just
there
relaxing.
for an
It
hour and a
was
half.
just so relaxing in Hydra.
Were you there for an hour and a half? Because the cruise.
Yeah,
was gonna take
it
you
wasn't too long, but we walked all around and
around the little town because there's not much time to go. There's all these hills and massive
donkeys.
donkeys. Yeah, that's the only way to walk. I was walking by myself up
Carry
to the
stuff,
top.
yeah.
Because I didn't have time. So like, I can't swim because I haven't got any clothes to swim. Because I'm dying to go into that water, that blue water. I'm a scuba diver. It's like, oh, I'd love to go in there, but I can't do it. So up to the heights you go just to see the town. What a beautiful place.
Let me know when you go, Johnny. We'll go over
We'll
together.
go together.
You can be our
Tour
guide.
I'll talk in Greek, whatever I can say in Greek.
Yeah, Hydra's beautiful, eh? Gotta
Lovely,
go to
isn't it?
Hydra. Athens too. I like.
What
I
did
like
you see in Athens? You saw the
There's a lot of ruins.
lot
I
of
just
ruins.
love the atmosphere too.
What
It was nice.
what about the shopping center, the shopping mall strip, the shopping strip, the shop? I forgot what it's called.
Not sure
What it's
about the shopping
called.
strip.
It's a long strip. It's so many shops, so many.
Like an outside one
No, it's like
or like indoor.
indoor. It's outdoor, but it's. There's
I think I know the
shops.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
yeah. I think I know the one.
It goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
I was in there for days. I come back there again. The ice cream's lovely, delicious food. Ice cream, and food's good,
food is so good.
nice there. But I went there. I was just.
I
Visiting
just love
family.
the atmosphere. The atmosphere is so good.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was visiting family mostly. Once I saw some of the stuff, like in Athens and so forth, I went to just saw family. I hadn't been. I'd met people. I'd never met them face to face.
Yeah,
So I
That's
got to
good.
see some family, for real family. That was it for Greeks, because that's what I go back there just to see the Greek families, and show my fiance some ancient stuff, But then from them I went to London. We said,
yeah. You in London?
did you go to?
Were you still sick in
Buckingham
London?
Palace?
Yeah.
No, I was fine by.
Ah, yeah.
I was fine by the time I hit Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
The Ireland.
Thought this was boring and got better.
Yeah, it got better. But I saw Viking stuff, which was I love.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said I
that's
love
cool.
that. But
Yep,
then I
yep.
went to London. You saw all the good stuff. You saw the Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
You know, I
Yeah,
told
British
the people-
Museum was good.
All the guys, the British Museum. Oh, you saw that. What about?
We also went to Stonehenge. Did you go there?
Did you see Stonehenge?
Yeah,
Far out.
that was cool.
Was that cool?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
What's strange about it is like you look at it, you turn it and you see like a motorway.
Isn't it funny? They've done that. Oh, you go to Egypt.
like,
Egypt, right? You go. There's
Just
the
traffic.
There's the pyramids, right? There's the pyramids, and right next door is someone's sitting there, watering his garden or something. He's like, wait a minute. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be close to the pyramids, man. You know, they're only homes, people's homes.
Yeah, I know.
They got them really up close.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah,
then
we-
you got the Sahara Desert. That's
Behind it, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a blade of grass there. Like that. I was riding a camel.
Yeah.
You know, try to bite me, little son of a bitch. Arrogant little bastards. Rude. Very aggressive. But so much information here. Like we've already been talking for nearly 3 hours here.
2.5.
2.5 hours. So
yeah, man. We're only halfway.
Oh, not even, man. I got so much. There's so much.
Halfway of the.
Not much.
The quick version.
So what did you see in London, Wells? Did you see?
Jeez, London. I can't remember now.
There wasn't that much. I remember there was something.
It was good.
On off bus on hop off bus was showed a lot of stuff.
Oh, I feel like there's something there.
What was it? Come on, that's in my head too. I'm not
They
thinking.
had the
yet.
tube. That was cool.
Did you see the tube? Did you go there too? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I think I went to the
We
subway.
got to run on the
in
tube.
New York. I went to the subway. Did you go to the subway in New York?
Have to. You
gotta
have to, eh?
go. You
Just
gotta
to
go.
know what it's about.
What about the pizza? Did you have pizza? New York pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
That was nice, huh? I saw
was
the New York
alright.
pizza. What about Central?
Not the best pizza.
Grand Central.
No, I didn't go there.
I did.
go there.
Grand Central.
But Central Park was nice.
Oh, did you see that was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's amazing. You go in Central Park and there's some points in there where you look around and you think like, are we in New York? Because you can't see any skyscrapers, you know.
No, it's that big.
Yeah, it's so massive.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
That's
You
cool.
obviously loved it too, huh?
Yeah.
Central Square. What else is there? There's so much to see.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there so much to enjoy?
Point is just
You
got to
know?
go experience yourself, eh?
And the shopping there is good too.
Bit expensive, but worth it.
I got my hair cut in
You got a haircut there?
Got my haircut, and the senora, I said, "Oh, here's my card." She goes, "No, cash. I'm sorry." It's like, oh shit. I said, "I've got to go to the ATM." She trusted me. That's really nice of you. I came back. I gave it to her.
You could have just kept going and then ended up in Ireland.
No, I can go. No, can't catch me. No, but it was fun. There were good people there, good people. And you saw some blacks people that were really aggressive and angry there. I saw some that were angry about something, and I just kept cool. It's like, I'm too far away from home, and they might have guns, right? That sort of shit. The bagels are lovely there in New York. Did you try bagels?
I did.
Oh,
I was
man.
surprised. Because my understanding is like bagels are dry and not that great, you know?
Nah, not the ones they.
But over there,
they're good.
oh yeah. No, I love bagels.
They're good. They're awesome. So now
Fedora,
we're
right?
remembering stuff as we talk. Remembering things like that. What else did you see?
Have you tried White Castle?
What's that?
It's like a burger joint. They do like these small burgers, but they call them sliders.
We're here.
No, over in like America.
Really? I never
Yeah,
saw
White
that.
Castle. Have you seen Harold and Kumar?
Yes.
White Castle. That's the first movie.
Oh yeah.
White Castle.
I haven't seen it for a while. But did
I
you
thought
say-
that was made up. White Castle.
Did you? I thought.
And then I went there and I saw White Castle.
I thought it was just a movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought
They made
too.
up a movie. Yeah.
It's a
So you're
legitimate
telling me it's real.
place.
You're telling
Yeah.
me it's real. What about?
And the burgers are good.
Did you see the? Did you
Burgers
ask
are
her?
good.
Did you see the thing?
Hmm?
Sorry. What were the burgers you said about the burgers? What was that?
Oh, they were good.
They were
They
good.
call them sliders because they're like small burgers.
Small burger.
But they were good.
Gotta
What were
try
you
that.
saying? See the...
So much to see though in New York,
Yeah.
Did you? I went on the on-off bus and I saw the, the Manhattan, the Manhattan
Iron?
Bridge. You walk across the Manhattan Bridge. That big bridge, building which has got
Brooklyn Bridge?
the Brooklyn Bridge across that. There's a Manhattan building. The Freedom
the
Tower.
iron one?
Did you see the Freedom Tower?
Yeah,
This-
when we
this-
went, it was still getting built.
Original. I'm looking for the.
So that's where you got it from, huh?
American. I'm looking for the Eiffel Tower. I've got two. One's a cheap one for work, And
Oh, you bought the good one.
This is a good one. This is a good one. And then I'm looking for the Eiffel Tower. I'm going what was that? The
Empire State?
Empire State Building, and it's like what the. There's New
Massive.
York Yankees official shop. I go, gotta go in there, and I bought this $70 or something. It was worth
Ah, US.
Australian.
Yeah.
But
That'd be like
it's only a cap,
$40.
but it's why buy it once? Buy it once.
Wow.
You buy it once, you see.
Yeah.
So you buy it once.
Memorabilia.
That's right. You see, so and the Great Empire State Building. Did you go up there? Did you?
Did
they? I didn't go. It's too much expensive for me. I thought I've done hang gliding. I don't want to see.
Yeah, we did it.
You did it?
Yeah, I enjoyed
Now I
it.
regret it. I regret it. I should have done it. Didn't matter.
Should have done it, Johnny.
Should have done it. But what about
And
the
you can
Freedom
pay
Tower?
extra. You can pay extra to go even
Even
higher.
higher?
Yeah. So we did that too.
I was in the Eiffel Tower. Did you go to the Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel Tower.
Oh, in Paris. Have you been to
Yep.
Paris?
Yeah.
You saw the Eiffel Tower?
But wait, where did you go after London?
Oh, from London.
You would have went to Paris. Yeah.
I went
on
under
the train.
under the
Yeah.
channel.
Yep. Yep.
Under
yep.
the channel. It was so quiet. Everyone's just like, sitting there. Everything's moving around.
It gets
there.
dark. Yeah.
It gets dark and it's
And the
quiet.
light turns
No one's
on.
talking. Wasn't anyone talking? And then, yeah. But from London, and where else? There's so much to see in London. I've forgotten where. There's so many beautiful things to see on the hop off bus.
Yeah. You just made me remember, like I noticed around Europe, one thing I noticed was like if you're in a plane or maybe even a train, but when you land, like they start clapping, yeah?
Where?
Did you notice that?
Where?
Like when you're in a plane, like a plane landing?
Where? Yeah.
Oh, just in a few places around Europe.
Yeah.
People, they clap when you land.
What? We're live? I've seen it once when I was in one too. I had 30 flights.
On that one trip?
I had 30 flights on that year. So
That year, yeah.
I had big planes, small planes, planes in Greece which are very tiny.
Boats, canoes,
boats, piranhas, bloody you name it. I did it. I saw it.
Yep.
I was in the Amazon River, right? I was on the Nile River too in
Egypt.
In Egypt,
Cairo.
I made sure I was in the Nile. On the Nile,
Yeah.
you got the longest ones and the biggest rivers in the world. I've been on it. Made sure I saw the Seine River in Rome, in France. The Seine, it was very high.
Yeah.
The Thames, they call it the Thames River in London. I crossed over the London one, the London Bridge, like that. So I'm thinking every major river that's really big. The Ganges I never saw. I didn't want to see that. The Ganges in India. Because Ganges, there's bodies coming across. People think of it as very sacred and they wash themselves in it, but there's every fucking thing in the world's dead inside.
What's in there?
You've got to be kidding me, dude. You're nuts.
Billion people.
Oh yeah, so they're all sort of dirty and so forth.
Yeah.
But where else?
Where
did you
were
go?
we? Yeah, now you're in Paris, yeah? Eiffel
I
Tower?
was in the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was cool.
the food was delicious. I went to Champs-Élysées, which is the strip
Sounds fancy.
Huh?
Sounds fancy.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Right at the end, you've got the Champ de Triomphe. I've forgotten the name of it properly. It's that square thing. If you look at in Paris, you see like a squarish. I'll show you. Paris. I'll show you.
A square thing.
It's actually a monument to the World War One, when France was the big lost a lot of people there. What's happened to my? Where's my? I turned my phone off by mistake.
Oh, that's all right.
Is it lost? Did I lose it? Oh shit! How did I lose my phone? I turn my phone off.
Unless it's flat. Unless it's flat.
It could be flat, but I had plenty of charge on it.
We've been here for like 6 hours.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
If my fiance is trying to catch me, it's like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
You know what?
It's
We
just
should
sitting there
wrap
like
it
that.
up
It's
there.
like-
We'll
Huh?
wrap it up.
We can do it again some other time.
Yeah,
There's so much
this is fun. Oh, I love hearing about it.
Oh, man, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
But before...
It sounds like we're only halfway in your
Not
that
even.
trip.
Not even.
Halfway in your
Not
big
even.
OE.
Not even. I mean, Paris is phasing. You've got to go to Paris. You've been to
I've
Paris,
been to
right?
Paris, yeah.
Did you see this, before I forget, the
Catacombs?
the catacombs? I didn't go there, but I saw Notre Dame before.
Yeah, Nostradamus. I saw
Dame.
that
It was
before.
beautiful.
Yeah, now it's no longer.
I think I've lost. Yeah, that was a few months before it's burned.
Oh,
A
really?
year after it burned. I think something like that. I'm not sure how
Okay.
long it goes, but it's like, I'm thinking, what the? It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Did you go inside?
Of course, I was
Yeah.
inside. Yeah, you had to go inside.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
Is your phone on or is
I
it
don't
flat?
know. It's just, but I had charge on it, Ray.
Oh, I think it's flat, Johnny.
This flat.
Yeah. All right, we better wrap it up. Before we go,
Yes.
give us some advice, Johnny, for people,
Advice about what?
We tried about, I don't know, something.
No, don't eat too
Best
much
advice. Best advice, eh? McDonald's.
McDonald's. I'm eating too much of it. I thought, oh, my battery's dead. I can't believe my battery died.
Charge your phone.
Never died.
Charge your phone. Give people some good
Yeah,
advice.
let's see.
Give some good life life
If you
advice
work
for people.
for Lineage, no, I'm just joking. Let's not say that. No.
Don't park in the car park.
Don't park in a car park. They're going to get to mutilate your car. And I say, it's your problem. No. Well, yeah. Okay. Travel as much as you can. You get to know people. You get to see people. You get to experience people. You never want to see them again. There's like a lot of
the experience.
A lot of it was India. And it's not my fault.
We'll get that on the next
fault.
episode.
Yeah, next episode. And Paris, don't listen to anybody. If you can try and speak any French try and speak French in Paris,
Yeah.
they love you. They think the people who were rude to me more were the Romans in Rome. Right. So travel as much as you can, do what you can, see what you can. I haven't even started.
So much to see.
There's
but
so much to see. I'm going to go back to this.
It's a journey,
my fiance. There's so many things to see, so much to do.
yeah.
You know?
Travel broadens the mind, you know.
It does.
It's the best education, I tell people.
It does. It is.
You learn so much, like the Greek thing, you know. Like I don't even know why I even chose Greek. I think because they were doing the whole they're going through that bankruptcy thing.
Yes.
I think that's why I decided to go check it out, you know. And after doing that, I learned so much about the culture, the language, you know.
The language is hard, though.
But I'm just saying, now I have an appreciation for that place.
I'm going back this year. I've got to go pick up my grandmother, my auntie, and bring her back because she's 81 or 2. She goes, please come and pick me up because she's been here for decades. But she went back to see her sister, who's 91. Okay. I said, well, Mary, I'll come pick you up because she's more
bring
my
her back
mum.
here now.
She's more my mum. So I said, so I'm going back there. So to my fiance,
nice.
Look at this place.
Yeah. But travel, eh? Travel is the word.
Travel's the word. Do it the best you can. Travel.
All right. Next episode, we'll continue. We'll continue on.
If you feel like that, we can do it again.
I want to.
Okay. I find this very threatening, but it's okay. I'm only joking.
It doesn't vibrate, Johnny. It doesn't vibrate.
Really? This is the family show. No more
the family show. 30 years from now.
Right. All right. Hey, stay alive too. You know, if you guys is 30 years from now, you know, if I'm still alive, I'll say hello. You know. All right. Let's cut this off,
Johnny.
Hey,
that's it.
Thanks,
Better
Ray.
charge up your phone.
Oh crap, man, that was unreal.